Good morning, Raptor freaks. Lexiot's here, and it's time for the first game of season 3 of the Raptor Freak Tuesday Trivia Jurassic Classic Edition. That's right. Now, please don't write any more comments. I'll take care of y'all's comments initially, and then we'll get into the trivia, and then we'll do news and notes afterwards. So, good morning to Cowboy, Canadian Cowboy, Bradley. Good morning, Lex and Raptor freaks. Bam, good to see you, Bradley. Now, I will say this. I just made the stream 10 minutes ago. So Dana had nothing to come in early too. So that's why you beat Dana. His first comment, because on Tuesday I don't want to reveal who my subject is too early. So I kind of want to, have some mystery. So that's why Dana didn't comment first, Cowboy. But you're first in. That's right. You beat Dana. It's not a contest. And Dana is very, very good at coming in and opening up the stream. I have no problem with Dana doing that, but it's not a contest. Just so y'all know, it's not Dana's fault. And Dana, you don't have to do it first, too. Name is saying you got to get up pretty early to beat Dana, but I'm telling you, I just made the stream just now. So David's here, champion. David Saborin, champion of season 2 of the Raptor Freak Trivia. Your trophy is here in my hands right here, and I figured out the day that I want to get it to you. Guys, we're going to do this Raptor Freak meet and greet for the summer on July the 15th. It's a Saturday. We're going to do it at 3 p.m. at Real Sports. So the event will run from somewhere between 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And if you can come down there and join us at Real Sports next to Scotiabank Arena, we're going to be in there, and I will officially give David this. Hopefully that day's fine for you, David. It's July the 15th. It's a Saturday. It's during the Global Jam. It's going to be in the middle of the day, not at night. So from 3 p.m. afternoon till about 6 p.m. on Saturday, July the 15th, that is our official time and date for our Raptor Freak get-together. I've coordinated with a couple different people, including Monique, to be able to get that time. And so I know I'll be there, and I'm pretty sure Monique will be there, and I hope the Saborin brothers will be there also, and as many of the other Raptor freaks that are watching right now, and anybody else that wants to come to our meet and greet, fun in person with me and the rest of the Raptor Freak crew, Real Sports, July 15th, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. We'll have our own little section. I'll be giving out basketball cards. I'll be giving David his award. I may even live stream during the event, so that people that aren't there can watch it also. And you can see what it's like. We did it last year. We live streamed it. So hopefully we can do it again at Real Sports. I'm going to say, y'all are always doing live streams in here. Why can't I do a live stream? Alvin and Jack and them get to do a live stream. Let the Raptor Street do a live stream. I might be like that if they say, you can't live stream in here, Raptor Street. I said, well, Raptors Tonight's in here live streaming all the time. Why can't I live stream in here? All right, David's saying, all right, I guess I have been living under a rock. Is it true we offered Fred 114 million for 4 years, which is 28.5 million a year, and he turned it down? I don't know if that's true. Some rumors were that they were, listen, they've been saying dumb rumors about Fred all year. There was a rumor earlier in the fall that said that we gave him an offer to do his extension in the middle of the season, and he didn't want to talk about it. But I don't think that's true, because Freddie actually said in an interview that they haven't talked about his deal at all until now. So they're waiting until the 1st of July. I don't think any numbers are actually actual. I think that's just some bullshit that somebody probably made up, David. Because there has not actually been an official offer from Toronto to Fred yet. And there will be after July the 1st. So anybody who's tried to say that Fred turned down an offer already, that's actually not true. Fred has not been offered anything from the Raptors yet. He will after July the 1st, because that's the rules. So anybody who thinks officially Fred has turned down an offer and that's the numbers, that's bullshit. Because I know that he hasn't been offered that yet. He said it in interviews near the end of the season. We haven't done anything with the extension this season. We're waiting till the right time to do it, and that's in the summer, in July. So no, I don't think you're living on a rock. I've heard this rumor, but I don't think it's true, because I've listened to Fred from his mouth. There were people out there trying to make Fred look bad by saying he turned down money like that. That was part of the Pensair bullshit that people were saying. Well, he got offered money, but he didn't take it. Well, Fred must be lying, because he said he didn't do any contract talks with them during the season. They decided to be a distraction, and they'd wait till the proper time. So yeah, this is bullshit, David. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Leslie's here. Good morning, Raptor Freak family. Good morning to you, Leslie. I'm so happy to see you this morning. Thank you for the comment yesterday. Yesterday's stream was intense in some ways, and I appreciate your comment. It is a weird world right now, but in some ways, there's always the yin and the yang, the darkness and the light and the dark. And we got to remember there's a lot of good people out there doing great things, and we are moving towards progress no matter what. So we're going to have to just try and shape it as best as we can. The people that, are trying to make the world a better place. A lot of people out there are going to be making the world a worse place. Well, we got to counteract it by making the world a better place in our own little sphere of influence. So, Leslie, love you so much, and thank you for being here again today. Cowboys saying, everyone have a blessed day and great trivia. Can't wait to draft Bilal on Thursday. Let's go, Darko. Let's go, Raptors. Peace, love, and understanding, Bradley. You go out there and get it, Mr. Tada. Get it out there today, Bradley. I love you, brother. David saying, I'm trying to avoid getting myself blacklisted from the channel, but if that's the case, I may have to end up being blacklisted after all. No, David, seriously, that is a talking point that anti-Fred people have been using to make people hate him. So don't believe that. That's actually not true. In fact, it may become so untrue that you'll see him get signed for less than that money, and then you'll realize it was absolutely not true. So yeah, Fred was very clear. They did not talk about the contract this season. This whole idea that Fred was being selfish and he only worried about his money is not true. He was very focused on the season and playing for the Raptors and doing the best he can to help us win. And that everything in its right time is what Fred and Bobby and Masai had the philosophy with this. And the right time is in July. So they may not even been talking this time. They're kind of feeling each other out because they have been in communication since the season ended. And they're in good communication. It's not like both sides, somebody's at an impasse or somebody's mad at somebody. No, Fred and the relationship with the front office is very, very good. And I fully expect the same thing that has happened the last two times Fred's contracts come up to happen again. There'll be a little bit of negotiation. It'll be pretty tough. And Fred will take a little bit less than he could get somewhere else to stay in Toronto. But it'll be a fair price and a price that is fair to him and his family, as well as to the Raptors. So that's what I fully expect with Fred. If he's not in a Raptors jersey next year, well, then he took more money and he went somewhere else. Because I know his priority is to stay in Toronto. And if he can line it up where he gets a good, fair amount from us, that maybe not exactly how much he could get somewhere else, he'll do that. Seriously, he doesn't want the hassle to move for like $2 million extra dollars. Seriously, he'll stay in Toronto. If it's like the difference between Orlando saying we'll give you 30 and Toronto saying we'll give you 28, well, he'll stay in Toronto. I'll bet you money he will, if that's the situation he's in. Nameless is saying reports indicating the Raptors will bring back our roster. Isn't this hilarious? Are they listening and taking our advice, or are we just the smartest fan group on the tube? Nameless, it's really what it is that we just are listening to them. It's not that we made this up or decide this. They've been saying this the whole time, and we just listen better than everybody else. That's really what it is. I listen directly to Masai. Masai's the leader of this team. He's the one I take number one priority as far as what he's saying is I very much listen to. And he's been saying this the whole time. He doesn't build this team to fuck around and mess up. In fact, he went and reacquired a draft pick of his, Jakob Poeltl, this year because he likes his draft picks. You can go look at our team and how many of them were drafted by Masai. It's very much like OG says, I don't shoot to miss. Well, Masai's not drafting to miss. And that's why he likes keeping his guys together. That's why he wants to run it back with them. Now, there's a whole bunch of stupid opinions about that are upset about this. Y'all are so dumb. Just shut up, casuals. Being mad at Masai for wanting to keep this core together. Y'all do not understand the NBA and the long term, how the NBA has worked. Cores matter in the NBA. Cores have always mattered in the NBA. They matter more than ever because there's so many dumb teams switching their team up so quickly that no cores actually get established. So if you really want to have a good team in this league, you keep guys together for like 4 or 5 years, and then boom, all of a sudden, like things really start to happen, like Denver. So listen, once again, casuals, you can get upset at Masai for doing his job in a learned, educated way because he's one of the best GMs in the world, all you want. But I'm so glad he's in charge because he's more capable and he knows what he's doing way better than people are saying. Why are they running it back? They're idiots. This team is mid. And all the people are getting mad because, listen, they did say something we said. They said exactly what I was thinking. They said, listen, We are just not that bad compared to Miami. We're not that far off from Miami. And people keep saying, oh, you think you're close to Miami? You're damn right we are. We beat them 3 out of 4 times this season. We have a similar kind of roster to them, and we can win just as much as Miami can get far in the playoffs. That is the truth. And Masai obviously saw that too, just like we did. And so he's saying, I think we're just as good as Miami, and they just went to the finals. And people that think we're not, well, you're crazy, because we have a lot more talent than Miami in some ways. It's just that we have a different kind of team than them. And if we get the right coach and they get our players better, we could be a way different team next year. So, I mean, people just don't understand. Some ways, the people that want us to be destroyed are just adding to the pile of noise to see if we can destroy them even further, is what they want. And we don't want that. So I'm not listening to them. So, yeah, I think it's awesome, Nameless. I'm so glad that Masai's doing this, because seriously, this builds trust. This builds like surety. This builds confidence. He has confidence in our guys. Well, they'll be more confident to excel. If he's kind of like, I don't know about this team, I want to shake it up. If everything's uneasy around the team, people will be uneasy. So it's good that we show a sure, confident leadership in the Toronto Raptors, where everybody doesn't have to second guess. Now, everybody's have to worry about, well, this is this. That's other teams. They have that kind of environment. No, we have a very open, close, a lot of communication inside the organization between the players and the front office, but not a leak out to public and us knowing. So they all know what's going on. In fact, what's going on with Gary today? Seriously, today is the day. It's the 20th. Happy birthday, Adriana. It's her birthday today. And it's also Christian Coloco's birthday today, y'all. 23 years old, Christian Coloco today. Happy birthday, Christian and Adriana. Now, listen, y'all. I'm going to say this right now. If Gary opts in, that means they very much have a grand scheme of things, and they're all in cahoots with each other. That Gary was like, okay, well, I won't opt out, and I'll stay on the books for this money, and they're figuring it all out. Go and check out Greg's channel. He put out something yesterday for the first time in months, Gubstown Clink. He has a very, very cool drop yesterday about Gary Trent Jr.'s situation with his option today. And listen, we haven't heard nothing. I think he's going to opt in today, and he's going to take the $18 million that's already owed to him for the season, and he's not even going to be on the free agency market. And everybody's going to be like, what the fuck is going on? Gary is staying with the Raptors on the contract that he's on. He's not opting out. I really do predict this. If he was going to opt out, he would have done it already and gone into like the talks like Fred is in the stage of right now. So I'm telling you, don't expect Gary Trent to opt out if the rest of the NBA. If you're salivating about him, other teams, well, it sounds like he's going to opt in. He's going to be a Raptor next year, and he's already under contract. And Greg, all on his piece yesterday, he illustrates so beautifully how the Raptors have figured out the jigsaw puzzle to keep all of our pieces together that they fit. This is part of it too, is that Masai understands he doesn't have to give up any of this talent that he has. He can make it all fit over time. And well, he may have to lose somebody down the road in a couple of years, but for the most part, he can keep this core together still, which is burgeoning with great natural talent, and will excel and go to higher levels as we go. I don't understand how regular Raptor fans can't see that our team is supremely talented and they're going to get better and better in the next couple of years. That you don't get better by just adding superstars on top. Like, oh, Bradley Beal, oh, we're going to be a champion now. Fuck that. Phoenix ain't going to do shit next year. In fact, they're going to struggle mightily next year. Watch. And, well, we have a team that's built really well in a lot of ways, and we just have to tinker with it, change it just a little bit, and we'll get closer like the Nuggets getting to a championship. So trust in Masai. Things are going really well. And definitely check out Gubstown Clink, his latest piece on Gary Trent and the salary cap and what we're doing. He illustrates it really well. And there's a lot of red sauce out there right now. Trust me, there's a lot of red sauce. Yeah. Let's see. David's saying that's not really a big accomplishment if you listen to some of these other channels. I don't know what you're saying as far as like, are you talking about getting in here first? I don't know what y'all are talking about. You're saying if we're the smartest fan group on the tube. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Dave. If you go and listen to other people, maybe I still, you know what? We'll take anything. Come on, don't sully our accomplishments. And there's no way of really verifying this either. But we are probably on the higher end of positive and smart in the Raptors Nation as far as live streams. Sure. Monique is here. Good to see you, Monique, the super fan, Lawrence. Good morning, everyone. I'm not fast at trivia, but I'm here. Well, you just do your best, Monique, and just play for fun. It's not always necessarily about winning. It can be just for fun and competing and just seeing if you know the answers. It's going to be fun either way. It's always fun. I know that everybody has fun playing trivia, even if they're not David, if they just run away with the score for sure. So, Cowboys saying later, nameless, and David, let's go. All right, David. All right. Bradley, I'm playing you in the WNBA Fantasy League this week. So, Bradley, you better set your lineup for today. You're playing the Raptor Streak this week in the WNBA Fantasy. So, you better be ready, Bradley. That's right, Tada. Nameless is saying this is exactly what they should do. Let Darko have a kick at the can before you make any major changes. Exactly. Exactly. What is not to figure out, rest of the NBA experts, Raptors fans in our fan nation? We changed the coach. Let's see if the coach can get better out of our guys. Our last coach kind of had his bag of tricks all figured out, and he really kind of did what he did, and that's just what he does. He's in a rut. Honestly, Nick Nurse was in a rut last season. That's something I can honestly say that's true. He was in a rut as far as how he ran this team. Well, let's get a fresh idea guy in here, Darko, and see what he has to contribute and get out of these guys. I think we're already winning with him because he's just a better personality. He may get these guys to have more gumption to want to compete and play even harder than Nick did. Consider that how much they ran around for Nick and they didn't even like him. Well, if they get a guy they actually like that's coaching them, think about how much effort we might get out of our Raptors this year. So there's a lot of things we got to discover first in switching the coach. And then we can start tinkering with the roster as we need to with what we need and stuff. You know, he's still going to make a deal. I'm going to bet you this summer there will still be some sort of deal or move that happens from Bobby Webster and Masai Ujiri. So hang tight. There's still a lot of summer to go. Everything in its right time, Raptors fans. Y'all are a little impatient. Just let the front office do their damn job, and we'll see where they're at by the end of August. Seriously. Mo's in the house. Bam. Yes, good to see Mo. And good morning to Seymour Pape. Always good to see the sheriff of Seymour Pape. Nameless is saying that, all right, no more comments, y'all, because I do want to do the trivia very soon. So no more comments, at least for right now. I just want to get through the first part. Y'all stack this up with so many comments right away. I can't do the trivia with so many comments afterwards. So really don't write anything anymore, please. Let's see. Nameless saying, Mo, you're exactly fast enough. That's right. David saying, you may not be the fastest, Mo, but you get more answers right off the top of your head than anyone else, than Lex, maybe. I don't know. I may start doing certain players that are very well known that I will ask you guys not to cheat at all and go off the top of your head. Like if I did Fred VanVleet Classic Jurassic Trivia, I'd want y'all to not cheat. I want y'all to go off the top of your head and really see if y'all could do that. Do you think we could do the pinky swear? I'm not going to look at Wikipedia or anything else to find the answers. If I do very well-known current Raptors that y'all, will really know the answers for sure without having to look them up. So I'm just saying, I'm thinking about doing that this season, doing the current Raptors, giving them the classic Jurassic treatment. So, we'll see if we can do that and get away with it. See more in the house. Nameless saying faster than me, Mo, seriously, from Nameless. We all beat Dana today. Well, it's just because I set up the stream right before the stream, and Dana didn't have a chance to come in at like 8:30 or 7 and do it. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Nameless. I appreciate that. Trevor's in the house. Bam. Give OG a bigger role. Let's go. Okay. Gotta go, Cowboy. All right, Cowboy. We'll see you. Good morning, Raptor Freak crew from Cool Cat. Always good to see Cool Cat in the morning on the Raptor Freak channel. Randolph Phillips is here. Good morning, beloved Raptor Freaks, most informative gang. Blessings on everyone. Blessings to you, Randolph. Blessings to everybody in Raptors Nation, especially the Raptor Freaks. Christian Coloco. We're giving you the salute on your birthday, 23 years old today, Christian Coloco. Real Sports Bar, I'll see you there. David says it's good. July the 15th, 3 p.m. It's a Saturday afternoon, the middle of the Global Jam weekend. Come down to Real Sports for the Raptor Freak Meet and Greet 2023. I will be giving David Saborin his trophy for winning the Raptor Freak Championship of the trivia for Season 2, that Vince Carter bobblehead. That's right, July 15th, 3 p.m. Real Sports Bar and Grill. That's where we'll be at the Raptor Freak Meet and Greet. Trevor's saying, I want everyone to come back on the team. We don't want to trade anyone. It's on. Let's let other teams go kick rocks. Exactly, Trevor. I love that. Let them go kick rocks like Charlie Brown down the road. Kick rocks. Other teams, you want our players. We're running it back, baby. That's right. You may think we're crazy for running it back, but y'all don't understand what we're doing up here. Y'all can't act like you know what we're doing up in Toronto when you don't pay attention to us, you ignore us. And then you're like, what are they doing up there? Well, you're not paying attention. So you don't need to understand what we're doing. We're just doing what we do. And we're going to kick some ass because of it. Watch. Fiercely saying, good morning, fam. Not sure if the rumors are true, but I would very much like OG to stay with us since he enjoys it here. Yeah, the rumors are stupid. The rumors are rumors. The rumors are rumors. And then we are stingy. That's the truth. That's the damn truth. We are stingy. And I'm proud that our team is stingy right now with OG Anunoby. We should be. He's a fantastic player, and we don't really want to trade him. We have no plans to trade him. That's the other people that want us to trade him. Well, you better come correct and better overpay, just like Detroit had to overpay Monty Williams to change his mind from not taking the year off. Well, you better overpay if you want OG Anunoby. This is the same damn situation. Other teams, you want OG, you better overpay just like Detroit overpaid Monty Williams. That's right. That's right. Wendy's breakfast ain't bad. All right, we got a little advertisement. Seymour saying that Wendy's breakfast, it's not bad. I didn't even know Wendy's was doing breakfast now. Old-fashioned breakfast. All right. Monique is saying, I shut down the OG talk trade via IG with shaking my fucking head off. All right. Good job, Monique. Keep doing that. You fight the good fight. Project Truth with Monique always. MSJ's here. He says, I like A&W breakfast. That's not bad. The hash browns. You know, I've been trying to stay away from fast food and any fried foods in general, but good to see MSJ this morning. Tom Duke saying, good morning, everyone. I'm going to be wondering about Gary all day. I know. Hearing nothing is good. Seriously, we don't hear anything. He's just on the books. He doesn't have to announce that he's opted in. He just doesn't say anything, and it just stays on there. It's if he says something, like he's saying, I'm opting out, then we'll know. Now, if it breaks news while I'm on live, y'all let me know right away. But I'm hoping we don't hear jack shit today, and that 18 million is enough for Gary this year, and he'll go get money next summer. Yeah, Fun Guy saying, yeah, remember I was saying we will know July 1st with Fred because that's when he can get a whole lot more money too. That's the real contract negotiation time. Yeah, everything that everybody said about Fred's contract and him maybe turning something down is bullshit. There's no truth to it. There's nothing that's been talked about yet. That's what officially Fred has said and the front office. So I'm going to believe them over any stupid ass rumor from down south or any expert, so-called NBA expert. I'm going to listen to the horse's mouth, Fred and Masai and Bobby. And they've said they have not talked about this. They're waiting, and they will do it then. They've kind of felt each other out, I think, about it, though. MSJ saying A&W is way better than McDonald's, that's for sure. When I get back, I'm going. You guys are all about the breakfast fast food this morning. That's cool. I like it. David saying, thanks for clarifying that, Lex. I was going bananas. Yeah, that's a dumb rumor that's been around since November, honestly. They said that he turned down a deal back then, that they came to him. That's bullshit. They never talked to him. Fred said it himself. I don't know why they said that I've gotten an offer yet. I have not seen an offer yet. So he has not turned anything down. It's absolute bullshit. Nameless is saying MSGA, not even close. Double team burger? What? Not even close. Yeah, y'all are funny. Raps Love is here. Good to see you, Raps Love. I'm so happy to see you here. I hope you didn't take anything I said after you said what you said personally. It's just really, I want to do my channel the way I want to, and we do really appreciate and respect you, man. I think Fred got a bad rap for Nick Nurse's decision. Yeah, I think that in a lot of ways, people, some of the hate that they have towards Fred being selfish and playing too much through him is really Nick not trusting the whole rest of the Raptors and really relying on Fred because he is one of the few that he really trusted. Now, one of the things that was most important to Nick was to not have turnovers. So having the other guys handle the ball would have allowed more turnovers to happen in certain ways. He noticed that early in the season with Scotty. He's like, I don't like how Scotty gets turnovers. Well, he stopped letting him be the point guard in some ways. So all the Penserites that were mad because Scotty wasn't getting to play point guard anymore would blame Nick Nurse because he took the ball from Scotty and gave it to Fred and made Fred seem like this guy who was being selfish. That's the whole thing. They listen to the coach, y'all. Don't y'all realize this? The coach directs the players. And Darko will direct Fred in a different way this year than Nick did last year. So there you go, Raps Love. I love your comment. Thank you for being here. David saying, Mama Burger. Mama Burger. I like that Uncle Burger. I guess because I'm an uncle. I don't know why. Logical saying, salute real ones. Project Truth always. Yeah. Everyone been messing with the story. So now I'm just going by the rules and what the players and Masai say more. There's so much noise for clicks. I know. It's not even worth looking at. In some ways, our workload has gotten lessened, Mike, because there's way less verified sources that we should actually listen to. I really take it right from the horse's mouth. Masai, number one. Bobby, number two. Dan Tolzman, sure, maybe him. All right, Darko Radiokovic. I'll listen to him. I'll listen to Fred. I'll listen to Pascal. I'll listen to Scotty. I'll listen to the whole damn team. But I'm not, okay, journalists, I'll listen to Josh Lewinberg. I'll listen to Michael Grange. I'll listen to Doug Smith. I'll listen to the people that are close covering the team. But if it's somebody like fucking Jake Fisher or somebody down south, no, I won't listen to anybody who's American talking about the Raptors because, first of all, their proximity and their knowledge of what's happening with us is not good enough to trust or understand. So I'll listen to the horse's mouth, everybody in the Raptors organization, and then I'll listen to our local reporters next. And everybody else, armchair quarterback, the Raptors Digest kids, Luca Rosano, these are all great content makers just like me, but I'm not going to listen to any of them. I'm going to listen to the source, and that's the team, and that's the reporters in our reporter pool. And everybody else, Samson Falk, Oren Weisfeld, sure, I'll listen to them. There you go. All right, let's keep going. Fun guy saying literally only the Buddy Burger is the good thing there. The root beer is good too, y'all. Seriously, the root beer is good. I mean, that's why they call it A&W, right? But yeah, Mike, it lessens our workload. We don't have to go listen to all the other BS. Just we have certain people we check with, and that's it. Don't listen to anybody else. Rapslev saying exactly. The guy pours his heart out. Please answer. Only wants to win. And people complain and complain. Complain. Stop with the negativity. Look at the positive or the negative. Rapslev, I love this and the love you're showing for Fred right now. Listen, we can only take Fred at his word, and he says he just wants to win. He'll mold his role to help the Raptors win the best they can. And Nick told him he needed to take a lot of the responsibility for the last 2 years. And that is what is tainting people's opinion of Fred. They just don't realize that this man will do what he needs to do to help our team win. If we can win another Larry O'Brien this year, he'll go to the bench. Seriously, if that's the best option. He just wants to win. He wants to be known as a champion. And seriously, if there's some sort of crazy thing this season where there's a trade and Fred had to come off the bench for the second half of the season, but we were a way better team and a better place to contend, he would do that. Seriously, y'all. He would. Y'all think he wouldn't because you think he's arrogant, but that's not true. He's willing to bend and mold his role on the team, whatever the team needs best to get to that next Larry O'Brien. And that's the most truthful thing about Fred VanVleet that anybody can say. He just wants to win. And Rapslev is reiterating, and I appreciate that. A&W Chubby Chicken. There we go. We're getting the whole menu on the chat today. Isaac saying, just tell them you are a Raptors alumni, Matt Bonner, if they give you a hard time. Raptors afternoon for the win. That's what we'll do. We'll come down to Real Sports and say, hi, I'm Matt Bonner, and I'm doing a new show for MLSE called Raptors Afternoon. Yeah, we've got, whatchamacallit here in the night with the guys. And we have a morning show. I heard something Raptors Freak, but we're going to do Raptors Afternoon here today. Okay, sure. I'm sure they won't have a problem. Honestly, if they do, maybe I can slip them a little thin or something. He's like, yeah, no, you don't see us doing this, kind of thing. Who knows? Let's keep going. Name is saying, bro, we have to stop the chat or we'll never start the trivia. Thank you, Nameless. Jeez, this wrench looks good. Yeah, all right. Rapslev saying, look up Brooklyn. How much does super teams work when you find teams that don't work? But bye. Listen, I think that Phoenix is just jumping on the super team right before they won't be able to ever again. And they broke a rule. This is one thing everybody's saying is Phoenix would not be able to do this after July the 1st. So they really had to get this done right now because once they'd done that move to get Beal next month, they would have been against the salary cap rules and how they change. So that's really interesting to me and funny. You go ahead, Phoenix. You go ahead and get your Kmart's Wish Special Big Three that you think you're going to win with this year with no defense. It's going to be amazing. Fiercely saying, if Denver Nuggets front office would have listened to casuals and do crazy roster changes, do you think they would have won a chip years later? They were patient. Exactly. And I don't know if Nuggets fans get all in a tizzy about trade talk like other fan nations do, apparently. It could very well be that they're kind of chill people and they're like, yeah, I kind of like our team. Jokic, yeah, I think he's the future. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. They may not be, they're also got legalized marijuana in that state. So they're kind of like chilled out. They're like, yeah, we don't need to write a bunch of trade rumors online. What's the point, man? I'd rather just smoke my J. Yeah, all right, cool. Raslev saying, exactly. Things don't happen overnight. I have to put in the patience to get the results. And you think you're going to win a championship every year and cry if you don't? That's what I'm saying, Raptors fans. It's special that we won our first championship in 2019, but don't get it twisted. The work that led up to the 2019 championship started in 2011. So it was really an 8-year buildup of getting to that point with DeMar and Kyle, and with DeMar leaving and switching out. And it was really the Kawhi just came in at the very end of the work that DeMar and Kyle did and finished it off. So this is not something, it'd be great if we could have kept our core and tried for repeat, but that didn't happen. So now we got to just circle back and try and get back to there somehow, some way. And don't be surprised if we're way better this year than we were last year. And we were a 500 team last year. So yeah, Raps Love, coming with the love today. I love it. Fun guy saying, we can't overlook. We have a new coach now that could bring unexpected results. That's why I'm now against blowing it up. I've been saying for a while that coach or players had to go. Nurse is gone now. Exactly. Fun guy did not like Nick Nurse last season. He was very critical of Nick Nurse all last season. We should have listened to him. He was exactly right. And well, he's right too. It's like we don't want to change everything because we don't know exactly what was wrong. I think it was the coach. I'm pretty sure it was the coach. But why would you change the team and the coach? We got some really good things going on up here. And people will realize that more this season under Darko. Watch. Mike saying fiercely, big facts. Murray and Michael Porter Jr. aren't on the team. They would have traded them. That's right. If the Denver fans had gotten their way, possibly a hurt Jamal Murray when he was out and hurt would have gotten traded during that period of time while he was out. They trusted him, stayed with him, and look, it really paid off. So that's why fans don't run NBA teams. The GMs need to, because they're smarter and they understand the whole situations and all the rules and how things can happen better. And they have better planning skills than the fans. The fans aren't planning for the future. They're just thinking now. They're not thinking a year from now. They're not thinking 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, like Masai and Bobby are thinking. They're definitely thinking 5, 10 years from now. And y'all casuals ain't thinking but next week. Seriously, y'all. Y'all don't think as far as next week. Rapslove saying this team needs to add shooting, and they're right beside Miami. Yeah. Otto Porter comes back. Joe Wieskamp finally in the rotation. Gabe Brown all of a sudden on the main roster. You can get shooting real quick on this team that could rival that Miami team shooting. We draft Jordan Hawkins. There you go. That's another one right there. Kabam. Adriana, David saying happy birthday to Adriana and Christian. That's right. Christian Coloco, Adriana, Garoko. Yeah, happy birthday to y'all. Woo! Gareko. Should say her name right. Monique saying thanks for the date of the meetup. Happy birthday, Adriana, and my sister too. Wow, all these Geminis. What is with this Gemini people? Every which way Geminis. It's also my buddy Stevie Roots' mom's birthday today. So happy birthday, Adriana, Christian Coloco, Monique's sister, and Stevie Roots' mom. All these June birthdays. Holy crap. Rapslove saying the franchise trusted you. So now I have to work hard and give it back to the franchise. Wow. I love that two-way relationship. Raps Love has the love for the Raptors, and the Raptors' love will come back to him and wins and Larry O'Brien championships. That's how it works right there. Nameless saying, I set Lex off with my comment. Listen, Nameless. It's all good, man. You guys all set me off in different ways. Laugh, laugh, la, la, la. Yo, Amit the Goat is here in the house. We start yet? Nope, not yet. Okay, Amit's got seeing who it is. Monaco, Jordan Lloyd. That's right. We're going to get going. Y'all stop commenting, though, because I got to get to the end. No trivia for me today. I was too busy at work, but we'll listen in the background. Okay, Fiercey. Good to see you as always. Nameless saying, we are way smarter than the other fan group. Does their leader not realize you've been watching ball since before he was born? I mean, that is part of it. I'm deceivingly young looking, but I am actually almost 50. And I did used to watch basketball when Jordan and Bird were playing. So, yeah, I do actually know stuff. Name was saying all his followers, too. Yeah. Fun guy saying work. Oh, shit. I forgot that exists. Monique saying, I just watched Greg's video before I came here. So great. Didn't Greg do such a good job of kind of illustrating what's going on with Gary right now? And the fact that we can keep everybody together. Wasn't that a great clip, Monique? I love it. I love it so much. All right, let me get through this, guys. I love it. You guys are so funny filling it up right now. Like crazy, y'all filled it up. Holy crap. Just stop, please. Please. There's no filter right now. All right, let's see. Nameless saying, yo, yeah, everyone, we're in the right place. Fun guy saying, financial freedom is key, y'all. Yes, yes, for sure. If you can get there, it's really good. Amit saying, watch Jordan Lloyd versus Lorenzo Brown. All right, don't give away any of the answers here, Amit. And I didn't want anybody to know who this is. You're kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage by letting everybody know who the trivia is, because I didn't name who it was. And I was hoping some people wouldn't know who it is, but you're giving it away right now. You're actually taking away a competitive edge you have right now. Trevor's saying, I saw his channel yesterday and he broke down the salary. Very informative. Yes, Greg is so good. Gubstown Clink, really, really good follow. He's really in our little family of channels here with Logical Raptors Fanatic, Gubstown Clink, Play It Again, Sue, Van Hoot, and Basketball Rewind. These are our family of channels of different content makers. Also, To The Point with the King. I will be reappearing on that show soon in July. I'll be coming back to The Point and making a guest appearance on his show. He's requested me come back, and I'll probably be on Confederacy of Dunks again also sometime before the end of the summer too. So there'll be other content where I show up as an expert on the Raptors, y'all. So be checking that out. I'll let you know when I appear on those. Fun guy saying, I laugh out loud, Tom, and yikes, Lex, you're never going to get the trivia at this rate. I know, fun guy. It's like that. I'm going to speed read just like the Micro Machines, man. So I'm maybe a little bit talking fast real quick right now. MSJ saying maybe internet issues out in the forest. Very excited for on the draft, though. I'm home. I'm in downtown in Leslieville right now. But yeah, there's no internet issues here right now. I'm saying, you going to the Global Jam? I don't know. Maybe we should make an event where we incorporate having our get together, and maybe after the get together, some of us go down to the Global Jam and go to that event on Saturday night. We can maybe figure that out. So maybe we do like an early hangout at the meet and greet, and then maybe we go down to Global Jam also for that afterwards. We'll have to see. We'll talk about what people are interested in doing. Shane Waters, good morning to you. Shane Waters on the West Coast, holding it down with Tom Duke and Joseph Starks. Josh Monroe is in the house. Raptor Freak Josh Monroe. The shooting problems are in question are guys like Thad, Boucher, Flynn don't help in that area. And Otto is one injury away from not playing again and need to include him as a lifer, a filler in the trade. Well, we'll see. We just want to improve our shooting no matter what. Now, what if Darko can unlock Malachi a little bit further? You know, our guys that are not good shooters are getting better and better every year. Scotty, Pascal, OG. These guys became better and better shooters as their career went on. So that's the other thing. We got to understand our guys are all trending to get better as shooters, especially Scotty, Precious. OG's already gotten to a really good level with his shooting. Siakam, you know, these guys are improving. So we got to take that into account with things. Joe Wieskamp is one of the best shooters in the league. Nobody knows that. It's just we never got to see him. So there's weapons around our team that are already around that can do this. I know Otto's injury prone, but you know what? I have a feeling that he really wants to prove something and have some sort of a Toronto career. A couple of times, a year or so here, and prove that he can do something for us. Because I don't think that he liked being injured last year and missing the year, and that he's going to be ready to come back and show Raptors fans that he was the right thing. You know, because there's a lot of talk about him and like what a waste. He doesn't want to be called a waste. Watch. Guardian Transit saying, I guess we all will soon see what transpires. I would not be surprised if the Raps go for Scoot if he's available. Well, there is a new mock draft out by Sports Illustrated. By ESPN. I will talk about it after the trivia. Let's just get this done. Name is saying those other teams don't realize that when they request these players, they're not just players, they're family, and you're asking us for a relative. That's true. We're different up here, and they'll never understand. That's right. OG and Masai have a very close relationship. They really do. You're goddamn right. You're going to overpay for my grandmother. Hilarious. Randolph saying, sending happiest birthday blessings to Lex's heartbeat, Adriana. May you celebrate and enjoy your amazing life. Thank you, Randolph. That's so sweet. Yeah, the numbers are kind of messing with her this morning. It's like it's 40. Well, that's really young, Adriana. Don't be upset because all of a sudden you're 40. It's not a big deal. I know that people get upset about going into new decades, but really, it's an accomplishment. Trust me. And you are very young still, Adriana. Trust me. Escobar Cruz is here. Trade Van Vliet for Ayton and play Pirtle off the bench. I don't like that, but yeah, I mean, that's interesting. Are you a Suns fan? David saying, laugh out loud, dude. I'm not the biggest on Fred Van Vliet, but that is insanity. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens with him. Mike saying, when lines of communication are open and you get players with self-accountability, they tend to know their value and place in things where the amount seems to be in the right range each time character. That's part of what Greg was hinting at in his piece yesterday, saying that, the players may all be in cahoots and they understand the jigsaw puzzle with Bobby and Masai, and they're kind of all working together to keep everybody together because they all have the same goal. And that would be very interesting that's part of it. And that may be why Gary does not opt out and he stays on his contract today. And maybe the plan is with Fred, they know he's going to do this, but it's all within the whole realm of the whole plan that everybody knows is going on. So, yeah, give my boy some likes. Thanks, Escobar Cruz. I appreciate that, man. Tom Duke's got the thumbs up, and somebody unliked. Oh, well, it's all right. It probably comes back. Nameless added back. Okay. Of course it's you, Nameless. All right, fine. All right, all that back and forth. G saying Masai does not like letting go of his veteran point guards. It's not just about the play, it's the trust. Last January, Fred's catch and shoot was the best in the league at 46.9%. If he stays, let's give him a chance. Yes, and yes, and yes. Nameless saying Fred getting that Kyle Lowry treatment from front office, probably. Who am I to argue? Nisuno, nobody. MSJ saying, yeah, chips are the best, but the game is better. Winning isn't everything. On the Bargnani years, I used to watch the other teams play the Raptors as I ate my primo pasta sauce. All right, I like that. We're getting all kinds of branding in today. A&W, Wendy's, primo pasta. Yeah, Evelyn's here. Good morning to Granny Evelyn. Fun guy saying Van Vliet is like literally an elite top catch and shooter like ever, in the likes of Ray Allen, but he folds like a towel in the playoffs. He starts shaking and forgets how to shoot. All good, though. That's not totally accurate, fun guy. Did they do that? Did he do that in the finals against the Warriors? No, he did not. So you can't really say that. You can't say that about Fred. He doesn't fold in the clutch in the playoffs. It's actually he shows up if he's not absolutely ran to the ground like Nick did. Let's see. Happy birthday to the awesome friend Adriana from Evelyn. I love to see that. Hopefully she sees this, but I don't know if she's watching today. She may be busy. She's got stuff she got to do today. MSJ saying at Nameless, the NW breakfast is the best, and the Uncle Burger kicks the Big Mac's ass. Laugh out loud. I'm not back down. All right, y'all. Seriously, let's get this going here. What's the date for this meetup? July the 15th, 3 p.m., Real Sports Bar. Thank you, David. Cool Cat saying, happy birthday to all my fellow Geminis. We are in full season mode. That's right. Gemini season's in full effect this year. Holy cow, Geminis. Wow. MSJ saying, okay, David, I'm back on the 7th and should have time and settled by the 15th. See you then. Awesome. That's part of the reason why I put it off till then, MSJ, was to make it so that it fit with you coming back to the country. David saying, sounds good. Looking forward to it. Yeah, as many Raptor freaks as we can get. July the 15th. 3 p.m., Real Sports Bar and Grill next to the Scotiabank Arena. We will be down there in full effect, making it a Raptor Freak Day down there, baby. That's right. Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m., July the 15th, Real Sports. That's right. Carlo's here. Good to see Carlo. Good morning, fellow freaks. Happy Gary opt-in day. Yes, Carlo knows the season today. The holiday today is Gary opt-in day and also Christian Coloco's birthday. Let's see. All right, let's see. Cool Cat saying, can you add the link so I can see what they're talking about? I'm not even sure what they're talking about, actually. Ahmet saying, I'm done commenting so we can start. Thank you. Mike saying, the Gubstown Clinks new Gary Trent Jr. preseason series, episode 1. I watched it yesterday. It was good stuff, Mike. Ahmet saying, if you guys go, I might see y'all. Well, come on down, Ahmet. Seriously. I know you'll be in town also because of Global Jam. So if you want to come down to the Real Sports, it'll be a bunch of us down there from the channel. You can come see our faces. Not just mine. All right, Nameless is cutting them off again. Wayne Strainer saying, Raptor Freaks, please limit the not-so-smart comments about trades. The think tank here is very IQ. Thank you, Wayne. We do have quality control. That's what I'm going to call you, Wayne, your new quality control. And if we're not getting quality in the comments, Wayne may have to say something about it. I like this. We need quality control. Thank you, Wayne. MSJ saying, oh, wow, Lex. Thanks. I will be there for sure. Awesome. Yeah, no, I wanted to make it fit for Monique. I want to make it fit for David and Peter. I want to make it fit for Bradley. I want to make it fit for Evelyn. I want to make it fit for you. I want to make it fit for Ahmet possibly. And it seems like it's a good time. July the 15th, 3 p.m. Real Sports. That's right, baby. Evelyn's saying, Lex, I'm always watching, but not much to say in the chat room. I know Evelyn's always here. We love you, Granny Evelyn. And I hope you'll be coming to our meet and greet July 15th, 3 p.m. Real Sports. Put it on your calendar, Evelyn. All right, let's get in this trivia right now. Of course, y'all know who this is. This is Jordan Lloyd. What is Jordan Lloyd's middle name? First to answer will get 25 points. Actually, you know what? We're going to do 50-point answers this season. That's right, 50-point answers. We're going to make these numbers big this year. So you get 50 points per answer. Happy birthday, Adriana from Canadian Cowboy. I love that. Sabornson, I thought it was Jose Calderon. No, that's not Jose in the picture. Tom Duke is getting it. The first points of season 3. He has no middle name. Tom Duke is getting the first 50 points of season 3. That's awesome, Tom. Good to see that. The guy in the suit is his middle name now. I don't know if that's his middle name, but we'll see. What city and state was Jordan Lloyd born in? What city and state is Jordan Lloyd born in? What city and state? I want both of them to get the points. I'm not giving 50 for each. I'm giving 50 for both. So the first person that puts the city and state that Jordan Lloyd was born in, Ahmed the Goat's getting the second question this year for his season 3. Ahmed is in there with Chicago, Illinois. That is where Jordan Lloyd was born. Yes, we are doing the great Jordan Lloyd, NBA champion with the Raptors. We love you, Jordan. Let's see. What is Jordan Lloyd's college degree in? What is Jordan Lloyd's college degree in? What did he get a degree in university, y'all? What did he study? Let's see who knows this one or who can look it up the fastest. We won't do this is a hard subject. Jordan Lloyd's a fringe Raptor. So I do fully expect y'all to cheat right now. Now, if I'm doing like Scotty Barnes trivia, I don't want y'all to cheat. If I do Pascal Siakam trivia this year, will you all not cheat? That's what I'm asking. Business? No, business isn't right, logical. And I know you're just guessing. Tom knows because he went and looked. It's environmental sustainability. I love that degree by him. And that really tells me a lot about Jordan, that he wanted to go and study environmental sustainability. Fantastic stuff. Really smart subject. Okay, so Isaac's in second. David, you got third. Thank you, Nameless, for the lines. I like that. He's really kind of divvying up the questions, so I really know where it's really helpful. Honestly, Nameless, really cool stuff. You knew that already. Well, maybe Tom knows because that is his field of work, environmental sustainability, and he just knew that Jordan Lloyd is someone in his field. So he already knew that. That makes sense that he would know that because it's Tom's work. All right, guys, there's 2 answers to the next question, so you can get either one. What are the 2 nicknames of Jordan's alma maters? What are the 2 nicknames? He went to 2 different colleges, and you know what I want? It's Michigan State Spartans. So I want the Spartans part. So tell me, what are the 2 nicknames of the 2 schools that he attended in university? And you will get 50 points for each one. What are the nicknames? Is it Spartans? Spartans isn't an answer, but it's like that kind of answer. So it's that question. You guys know when I do the college question. What are the nicknames of the colleges that he attended when he was in university? This is tough. This is tough. Stevie Roots did not do well in the beginning of this, but he did all right. Yeah, Paladins is right. Ahmed the Goat's getting the first one. It's the Furman Paladins. Furman Paladins is the first one. What's the other one? Let's see if somebody knows the other one. Wildcats is not right. It's a good guess, though, Mike. You know, you're making guesses where they're kind of they're that's a general one, so that would make sense that Wildcats would be one. All right, Isaac's got the second one. Good to see Isaac Campbell getting points in the first game of the season. Isaac, it is Greyhounds, and that school was Indianapolis Greyhounds. So he went to Furman and Indianapolis when he was in college. Greyhounds is right. Isaac's just in before Ahmed. Thank you, Nameless. All right, next question. Question number 5. What city and state did Jordan Lloyd go to high school in? What city and state? Once again, I want both, and you don't get it 50 points unless you get both of them. What city and state what did Jordan Lloyd go to high school in? Okay, that's part of it, Isaac. I need the city. I need the city also. It's a city I know because it's near where I grew up down in Florida. So yeah, Atlanta's not exactly right. No, David. It's not exactly right. I like that you're going off the top of your head. Okay, Isaac, I'll give it to you. You circled back and got it. Alpharetta, Georgia. Alpharetta. Yeah, that's not a very big city. It's actually a small town, honestly, in Georgia. Alpharetta. Yeah. All right, next question. All right, this is one that Ahmed kind of already answered. What team is Jordan Lloyd on presently that just won a championship over Victor Wembanyama and the Metropolitans? This is crazy. Jordan Lloyd is the MVP of this league, and he just defeated the number 1 pick coming in, 7'5", Victor Wembanyama in the finals. He beat Victor Jordan. So this is so awesome. Yeah, I'm going to give you this one. I'm going to give it to David. Monaco. David's in first. David's getting this one. David Saborin, season 2 champ, getting this question. It is Monaco. AC Manassi is probably the technical name for sure, but we'll just say Monaco. Monaco. So Davis getting that one. I think it's amazing that our guy from the picture with Kawhi, that with the shot, is the MVP of the French league, and Victor just got beat by him. Like seriously, that says a lot. That Jordan Lloyd was better than Victor in that series over there. And yeah, I just think about it all. Yeah, think about it all. Oh, Mo's in there too. All right, yeah, we'll give Mo that one too. All right, we'll give Mo that one too. All right, next question. On Jordan Lloyd's Instagram, he's wearing a brown hoodie with what movie symbol on it? This is something, it's like scavenger hunt. Some ways the trivia is like a scavenger hunt on the internet. Go to his Instagram and tell me what movie symbol is on his brown hoodie on there. The Matrix? That's not right. Scream? That's not right. These are good guesses. No, not the Matrix. No, it's not the Matrix. What is on his brown hoodie on his Instagram? Tom's probably going to get it. Watch. On Jordan Lloyd's Instagram, what is the symbol on the brown hoodie from the movies that he's wearing on his Instagram? Lord Vader. No, it's not Star Wars, Mike. That's a good question. Get answered. Star Wars is not right, David. What is the movie symbol on his brown hoodie on his Instagram account? You can't know off the top of your head. You obviously have to go look at it. You got to look deep. It's not one of his recent posts. You got to go look a little bit down there. Pulp Fiction is not right. It's not his picture right now. It's like you got to go look at his past. Some of these answers are going to go look like down the road. Like it's not recent. This would be like maybe a picture that maybe he posted 2 years ago, even. So, yeah, I'm just saying on his Instagram account, there's a picture of him in a brown hoodie, and he's got, yeah, there it is. MK coming in and getting it. MK in the house getting it. It is the Ghostbuster symbol. Good job, MK. So nice to see MK involved in the trivia today. That's right. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. That's what he was wearing. Ghostbusters. That's right. MK getting that good. Yeah, I love it. That's good stuff. Yeah. All right. Next question is from Twitter. So y'all gonna need to go to Twitter for this one. What is Jordan Lloyd's? What TV show does Jordan Lloyd want rebooted on? That he says on Twitter. He wants to see this show come back on TV, and he said this on Twitter recently. Like this is very recent, so you won't have to dig deep for this one. What television show would Jordan Lloyd like to see rebooted on television so he can watch it again? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? No, that's a good guess. Martin? That's a good guess. It's not right. Power? Not right either, Mike. Sorry, Fierce Ian, Mike. Next is right. That's right, Ahmed the Goat. Do y'all know this show up here? A lot of people don't know this show in Canada because it was on MTV in the States. It's called Next. And basically, they had a young woman or a young man who would be going on a series of dates. And they'd have the first person come out. It's like speed dating. And if they're talking and like the young woman's talking this the first date, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, you really like Pokemon cards?" Next. She'll say next, and he has to leave, and they'll bring the second guy out, and she'll start dating him next. It's like these guys are waiting on the bus. That's why they call it the next bus. So like she says next, the next one comes out and gets a chance to date. So there's something she doesn't like about the person. She says next. That's what the name of this show is. Why it's called Next. It's just like a dating reality show. It's kind of goofy, honestly. All right, next question is, what is Jordan Lloyd's nickname, y'all? Y'all have already said it. What is his nickname? It's his nickname forever now. He put it on the shirt at the parade when he was sitting there with Kawhi and everybody when we got our championship. What is his nickname? Y'all said it earlier. Yeah, the guy in the suit, Mike. I'm going to give it to you. Random guy in a suit, logical Raptors fanatic, quickest on the type to get it. That's right. We're going to give this one to Mike. Good job, Mike. Amit's right in after him. Random guy in a suit is the answer. That's right. The guy in the suit. All right, next question. Yeah, I know he didn't put the random in, but I was going to take guy in the suit. Just guy in the suit. I know it's technical, but I'm going to give Mike a bone here because, Mike in some ways is playing without a net. You guys are all looking stuff up. He is not. I know he isn't. So, yeah, I'm going to give Mike this one just to be nice. All right, which current Raptor is pictured with Jordan Lloyd at a Captain Morgan's Legends of Horror event on his Instagram? Which current Raptor is pictured with Jordan Lloyd at a Captain Morgan's Legends of Horror thing? Boucher is right. David's getting this one. I like that David's getting the Chris Boucher answer, seeing as he has that nice Chris Boucher jersey. It is Chris Boucher. And in fact, it looks like Jordan Lloyd, out of all the Raptors, bonded with Chris Boucher the most, that he's good friends with him. It may be because they both kind of played on 905 at the same time together. And also, it seemed like they were the guys that hung out a lot. Yeah, David, you should get the Chris Boucher answer. That's right. All right, next question. What team and draft pick was Jordan Lloyd in the draft? This is a trick question, y'all. What team drafted him and what pick was Jordan Lloyd in the draft? The draft. Undrafted is right, David, but he was drafted somewhere. He wasn't drafted in the NBA. He was drafted somewhere else. So yeah, you're not that it's true he wasn't drafted on the NBA draft, but he was drafted. What team and pick was he drafted? David's wrong. It's not Golden State. This is real trick question. I'm a little unfair for doing this, honestly, but I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. Chicago's not right. No, it's not an NBA draft. Let's just put it that way. He didn't get drafted in the NBA draft, David. So it's not gonna be NBA teams. There you go. Isaac knows the team. It's Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne Mad Ants drafted him. Do you know which number, Isaac? You know which 48th pick. Okay, there we go. Amit's getting the 48th pick. There you go. That's right. He wasn't drafted in the NBA draft. He's drafted in the G League draft. And he wasn't even drafted that high. He was drafted 48th in the G League draft. And this man just keeps winning, winning, and winning, and winning, and winning. It's crazy. This guy has such luck to him. In fact, we're going to find out why. We're going to find out why. Monique thought the 905 drafted him. No, he's drafted by the Fort Wayne Mad Ants, actually. The Mad Ants at 48. That's right. Isaac's getting part of it, and Amit's getting the other part. All right, here's the great question. You know, Jordan Lloyd's been playing professionally since he won the championship with the Raptors in 2019, basically. And how many championships does Jordan Lloyd have globally? Like all together, including this one he just won against Victor. How many championships has Jordan Lloyd won in his career? 3 is not right, guys. 7 is not right. 4 is not right. 3 is not right. 4 is not right. 4 is not right. 56. That's crazy. 7 is not right. 6 is not right. Nobody's got it yet. 5 is right. Tom Duke got the number right first. It is 5. He has actually won, and I'm going to tell you all where he's won his championship so far. He has won an NBA championship with us. He was a champion in the VTB United League. He's a champion in the Adriatic League. He's a champion in the French League as of recently. He's also a champion in the Serbian League. So he has 5. He has the NBA championship, the VTB championship, Adriatic championship, French League championship, and Serbian League championship. So yeah, he's won basically everywhere he's gone since he's left. He's switching from leagues over in Europe and collecting cups every year over there since he won the championship with us. This dude just like all he does is win everywhere he goes, no matter what. It's crazy how much he wins. Yeah, you want to just hire him as a good luck charm because this dude is just winning everywhere he goes. I know he was on that team, Amit. He started his career there. Actually, he didn't like playing for that team, honestly. He's really upset. In fact, there's a new interview out about like racism in that league. They're like hitting and spitting black players in that league, and it's really gross and awful. Throwing batteries, and like one player like got in a fight with the fans in the stands. Yeah, there's some weird racism going on there, and Jordan Lloyd's actually very outspoken against it because he dealt with it himself when he played for Maccabi. He was on that team when he first started in the league, like in his professional league. Before he played for the Raptors, he was on Tel Aviv. So, or no, wait, he was on Hapoel Eliot. That's the team he was on in Israel. Was Hapoel Eliot, and he said that he dealt with some really messed up shit when he was in that league. It's crazy, people throwing and spitting on them and stuff. Yeah, that's the Israeli fans. Yeah, it's not good, man. It's not good. And particularly, they like spit on the black players. I noticed that they're coming out. There's a footage of them from recently where they're coming out, and the one big, tall black guy comes out, and they spit him, and one guy leans down and hits him in the head. And they get mad when the guy turns around and tries to come in the stands and beat the guy up. Seriously, it's messed up. People are out of pocket with their racism in some ways. It's really bad in soccer right now, too. All right, next question. Who did Jordan Lloyd act as a fill-in in practice for the Raptors in the championship team? It's all global players? Okay. Well, they shouldn't be doing that either way. It's just a bad look. Seriously, it's a very, very bad look. But it seemed like they had a little extra for people that were black, though. Let me just put it that way. What did Jordan Lloyd act as a fill-in practice for the Toronto Raptors during the championship team. Who was he filling in for in practice? Kawhi? No, it's kind of like, all right, in practice, Mike, who was he acting like he was to help the Raptors practice for the finals? Who was he running around as? Not Fred. It wouldn't be somebody on our team. Think about it that way. Who was he mimicking or trying to be in practice so that they could practice against this person? And who would be Klay Thompson? That's the very close guess, but it's not the right one. You're closer. You're very close. Embiid is not right. Isaac's got it. It's Steph Curry. In fact, this is what Jordan is credited for with the championship run, is that in practice, he very much was the fill-in for Steph Curry and like Fred and Kyle guarding him. And like he was doing like the mannerisms and kind of the movements of Steph. That was actually his assignment. Jordan Lloyd had to study Steph Curry, and he had to kind of try and be his mimic in practice for the Raptors to practice against him. So he actually got a lot of credit for helping the Raptors win the championship just from doing that, even though he didn't play. They will tell you that. It's like Kyle Lowry will tell you, yeah, Jordan was really great for that. And they'll say that's how he contributed. So, yeah. The question was, who did Jordan Lloyd act like he was in practice to help the Raptors in their practice? He was acting like he was Steph Curry to help them. Yeah. Next question. Other than Canada /US and Monaco, what countries has Jordan Lloyd played in? I just gave one of them away. What are the 4 countries that he's played in also? As far as Israel is right. Isaac, I did give that one away, so that one was easy. Yep. There's 3 more countries that he's played professionally in. Spain is right. David's getting the second one. David's getting Spain. That is true. He's a Spanish champion. I already count USA with Canada. France and Serbia. Serbia's on there, Isaac, but not France is counted with Monaco. I've already said that one, so I'm not giving you something for France, but Serbia's on there. There's one more, guys. One more country that he played professionally in. Now, I don't want the team names. I want the countries, Amit. You can cut and paste his Wikipedia on here, but that's not going to help you in this situation. That is not technically the country, David. You're very close. You're very close with that one, Lithuania, but it's not technically the country I'm looking for. Russia is the one I'm looking for. Mike's got it. Logical Raptors fanatic getting the last one. He did play in Russia, just like Brittany Griner in recent years. I don't know any professional players why they would want to play in Russia at this point after what Brittany went through. Seriously, nobody should be playing in Russia if you're American. Seriously, that's just not a good idea. Seriously. All right. 4 more questions, guys, and we'll be done with the first game of season 3. What is Jordan Lloyd's career high in the NBA? What was the most points he scored in a game the one year he played for the Raptors? And he didn't play anymore in the NBA other than that. 44 points, David? Seriously? 44? That's crazy. I don't know which team he played for in Russia, but he was definitely in Russia. 32? That's too high, David. Come on, man. 33? Y'all think his career high in the NBA is 33 points? How many points did he score in a game? 22? Come on, get real here, guys. 18? Okay, that's a little better. Acoustic guitar and stuff. Hello. We're here every morning, 9:30 in the morning, talking Raptors, doing Raptors fun stuff. We're doing a trivia on Jordan Lloyd, the random guy in a suit this morning. Hello to you, acoustic guitar and stuff. I want to know more about your guitar in some ways while everybody keeps naming stuff. All right. Amit's listen, I see you guys got it. Who got it first? Nameless is getting the points today for that one. Nameless guessed 8. 8 is the right answer. He scored 8 points, is the career high he had in the NBA. You know that, listen, Jordan only scored 29 points his whole entire NBA career that year on Toronto. So 8 is the number. Nameless has got it. You're going off the top of the head. You can't chirp me for every bad guess. That's fine, David. I'm not going to chirp you. I won't chirp anybody for a bad guess. It's just guesses are guesses. I don't know where you think about with Jordan Lloyd's career in Toronto. Ahmed got it too, but it's too late. Nameless got it first. All right. I love seeing it. You guessed it 8 times, 6 times, though. I should get it. Seriously, Nameless is in there first, even though he's doing line duty. He still got that one. It's all good. I know you're joking on me. It's all fun. Tom went Dr. Evil? Well, $1 billion. Yeah, Tom Duke. All right, then. All right. Well, this is the number question here. How much money did Jordan Lloyd make on NBA contracts? Well, there's a this is maybe a little bit different than the ones we normally do. How much money did Jordan Lloyd make on his NBA contract? David Saborn saying 200,000. That's too low. 600,000 is too low. But you guys are in the right range. I'm glad nobody's going in the millions. I mean, because it doesn't make sense. 950,000 is too high. 77,000. That is wrong, Amit. That's an interesting. Where are you getting that number? That's very interesting. 700,000. That's pretty good, Fiercey. That may be the closest so far. It's a little bit higher. So it's in between David and Fiercey. Let's just put it that way. It's in between David and Fiercey. 750,000. Nope, still a little higher. 600,000. Nope. 725. Nope, still higher. It's higher than those numbers, Fiercey. 715, 720. No, this is higher than all those numbers y'all are putting down right now. David, you're too low. You're too low, Fiercey. He actually didn't make any money. I'm going to talk about this, Mike. Just chill. He did get a salary from the Raptors. He did. That's what I want. It's not a trick question. I do want a number. And I'll explain this in a little bit, Mike. I will explain what you're trying to get across. These are all too low, guys. Everything in the sevens is too low, just so you know. 760,000 is too low. 795 is too low. 810 is too low. That's getting closer though. David's the closest now with 810,000. 825 is the closest so far. 825 is the closest, still too low. 830 is too low. All right, Isaac got it. It's 840. Isaac is getting in there and sneaking in and getting these numbers ones ahead of people. I love it. Isaac Campbell, the benevolent Isaac Campbell, $840,000 is how much he made. That was the league minimum in the year that he played for the Raptors, and he made the minimum. So $840,000 is how much he earned to play for the Raptors that year. So there you go. Yeah. It's nothing like this 196 million that we get with some of these, though. It was a two-way. So wait, you're going to say because it's a two-way, it's a different contract number. So maybe you're right, Amit. So you're saying the contract, the two-way contract is actually that? See, I just went and looked up the minimum for that year. So maybe you're right. I don't know. I'm going to give it to Isaac just because that's where it was right now. But you may be right, Amit the GOAT, that it should be a lower number because two ways are even lower than the minimum, I think. Or maybe they're not. I don't know. I couldn't get a clear number for sure. So I just said, what's the minimum salary for the league at that time? And that's what it was at that point. His earnings in the NBA was 77,000. Okay, you know what, Amit? I'm going to give you the points too. I'm going to give Isaac the points because you're probably right. I'm going to give you the points also for that one. Yeah, you like that question, Tom? That's funny. All right, so he only made $77,000 actually, not 840,000. Now it's going to get real interesting in a sec. All right, who played the most games as a teammate of Jordan Lloyd when he played in the NBA? Who played the most games as his teammate in the NBA when he was on our team? Yeah, we're gonna, Mike. I'm gonna explain all this. Don't blow what I'm gonna talk about in a sec, because I know you know what I'm gonna talk about in a sec. Yeah, let me just talk about it in a sec. Kyle Lowry played the most games with them. Fred VanVleet, no, not those two guys. But that's good guesses. They were both on the team, and they could have been the answer. Boucher is a good guess. It's not right. It's not right. All three of those Raptors are not the right Raptors so far. Boucher, Marc Gasol is not right, David. That's a more good guesses because they were on that team. Ibaka, another good guess, not right. Kawhi Leonard, another good guess, not right. I love this. You guys are getting to all of them. You're going to see which one it is soon in a second. Paul Watson. No, it wasn't Watson. Scola, that's a little too many years early. We're talking about the championship team. Siakam's not right. Lorenzo Brown is not right. Norman Powell is not right. Jonas Valanciunas is not right. Nobody's got it yet. I love this. This is a little bit more difficult than y'all thought. Nameless has got it. It is Danny Green. It happened to be that he ended up playing the most games with Danny Green that year. It just so happened the games that Jordan Lloyd got to play in, Danny Green was more likely to have played in those games also. So it's Danny Green. Yeah, Danny Green's the right answer. Jeremy Lin would be a good guess also. In fact, Jeremy Lin very much celebrating Jordan Lloyd's recent championship in France League. They're very bonded by their championship with the Raptors. And it's like Jeremy Lin has good stuff happen. And, well, he's happy for Jordan Lloyd, and Jordan Lloyd's happy for Jeremy Lin. That's great. I love seeing those fringe NBA Raptor champions supporting each other still. Hello, acoustic guitar and stuff. Good to see you again. Welcome to Trivia. Yeah, good to see you again. All right, last question for the first game of season three. And this question is related to what Mike was hinting at. Listen, this is the interesting thing that happened with Jordan Lloyd was right before he was signed by the Raptors to a two-way contract, he had signed on the dotted line to play for a team in Turkey. Well, he thought because his agent had told him, we can probably just get out of that and you can just go to the NBA because he had the dream to play for the NBA. Now, granted, this is way before we knew we were going to win a championship in Toronto that year. He made a real big gamble and he said, well, my dream is to play in the NBA. I'm going to go and take this two-way contract with the Raptors and try and make my dream happen of playing in the NBA game. Well, they weren't happy in Turkey and they were really mad. And they said, well, you've signed a contract and you're supposed to be here this season. And they penalized him. They said, well, you really want to go play for the Raptors this year, you're going to have to pay us money instead of us paying you because of our loss of having you play on this team. And they came and asked him for a certain amount of money. How much money did they make Jordan Lloyd pay so that he could go play for the Raptors that season? That Turkey team, how much money did they pay? Mike's saying 150,000. It's a little low, Mike. Honestly, it's actually lower than what it was. I got the right number on this one because I heard it from his mouth. 150 is too low, Mike. It's too low. He paid more than that. 900,000 is too high. Mike, you're close. It's right around there, maybe a little bit lower. 250,000 is a little bit lower than that. Let me just say that. Okay, so it's between 150 and 250, guys. 270 is too high, 370 is too high, 165 is too low. 240 is right. Nameless has got it. He paid $240,000 just to go play for the Raptors. In fact, that situation was so crazy. His family wanted him to get his dream to go play for the NBA that they were pooling their own money together and mortgaging their houses to pay this stupid ass Turkey team so that he could be freed up to go do this. He ended up losing money that year because of what Ahmet said. He only made $77,000 from the Raptors that season. He had to pay $240,000 to that Turkey team just so he could go play. So Jordan Lloyd literally paid to go and become an NBA champion. And there was no guarantee of that. In fact, in some ways, I wonder if Jordan Lloyd had karma, good luck given to him because of that really greedy, bad situation with that Turkey team. It's like, you know what? The gods shined on him. So he's like, you're going to do this? You want your dream so bad? You're going to pay to play instead of getting paid to play? That is a pure love for the game. Well, you know what? We're going to shine on you the championship golden light. And you're going to get a championship with the Raptors. You're going to get a championship with a Serbian team. You're going to get a championship with an Israeli team. You're going to get a championship with a French team, all because he followed his passion. And he knew, in some ways it was uncertain. Like, you may not play for the Raptors. You're on a two-way, and he barely did. But he still paid that money and got paid very little. In fact, he went in the hole, in the red that season. But boy, did it come out all right. He won a championship at the NBA level in one shot. Only 1 year in the NBA on the Raptors in 2019. What a crazy gamble. Isn't that a crazy story, y'all? He literally paid to be on the Raptors championship team. He literally paid so that he could be here in Toronto and win that championship. And there were no guarantees he was going to get that when that happened. That's the way it works. The world works out for people that are good people that get screwed over or cheated by people. Well, good things come to them. And that's what happened with Jordan. He's the epitome of that. He's had so much good luck since that craziness with the Turkey team. He's still upset about it. He's still not happy about it. It's really screwed up how they did that to him, held him hostage and held him for money. In some ways that was pretty messed up. Yeah. All right. So there we go. All right. I'm going to read y'all's comments now. Sorry about all that. Nameless, good job. Yeah, Nameless, good stuff, man. I think it was because you were helping me. This is exactly what I'm talking about with Jordan Lloyd. Nameless volunteers his services to help me with the delineation of the questions and the answers, and all of a sudden he cleans up on the answers also. Good job, Nameless. I love it. He was on fire today. That's right. That money flew right on over to Turkey. Tom Duke, rightfully so. Yeah, Monique saying, I remember this story well about Jordan Lloyd. Yeah, he paid to play for a championship on the Toronto Raptors. and he had no guarantee he was going to get that. Is that crazy? That's a crazy story. Nameless saying some Wheaties this morning, bruh. Wheaties. You must have been eating Wheaties. You're on the cover, Nameless. You're on that orange cereal box cover this morning. Nameless is the Wheaties athlete. Mike's saying, I deserve points for knowing you made nothing off the Raps contract. Mike, you got points today. Don't be greedy. I gave you a point in a place where, in a couple places, I gave you the benefit of the doubt. So don't worry about it, Mike. Come on. Oh, please. That's right, David. Cool Cat saying, did Raptors help him pay for Turkey? No, they didn't. He paid for it with his family paid and helped it. His like uncles and aunts and people in his family helped pay that money to the Turkey team. And it all has paid off so handsomely since. Oh my gosh. That's why this is seriously like Fred bet on yourself kind of shit that Jordan Lloyd did. And it's a different kind of way because it was out of his control, but he did happen to just fluke into an NBA championship. And then, like, it's crazy the string of success he's had since. Like I said, he's a 5-time over champion in different leagues he's been in since. The NBA championship was the first one. He's won 4 since we've won our championship. So you do the math. How many years has it been since he's left the Raptors? On 5 years. This season's going to be the 5th year anniversary of our championship year, and he's won 4 championships since he's left the Raptors. So yeah, he's been a winner since he's left. So, holy crap, he's been a winner. And on the download, Jordan Lloyd is a very important Raptor legend because of what I was just telling you. He's going to be known as the guy who defeated Wemby too. That's a really huge feather in his cap. Seriously, defeating Wemby in the Metropolitans last week was a huge accomplishment by Monaco and Jordan Lloyd, the MVP of that finals. He won an MVP over Victor in last week in a finals championship series. Amazing stuff, Jordan Lloyd. What a dream life. Seriously. Holy crap. All right, let's keep going with the comments. Fun guy saying, I remember Jordan's interview about that. Crazy. Yeah, he was so pissed. Like, I watched that interview too yesterday, and he's just like, I want to say what I want to say, but I'm going to be keeping it friendly here and family friendly because I could really go off on this kind of stuff. David's saying, share the love club Saturday for this dude. I don't know if we'll do him this weekend. Actually, we're going to, I have somebody very special we're going to do for this weekend on the Saturday Share the Love Club. Somebody that really does need our love. And trust me, we'll see when we get there on Saturday. Maybe we'll do Jordan Lloyd at some point, but at least he's gotten the Raptors classic Jurassic trivia treatment for sure. Fun guy saying, and he's in the iconic Kawhi shot photo. Yeah, I know. This dude's living his life. Even if he's not the dude, he is in some ways. He really is living a movie star, a movie like kind of life. It's crazy. Ahmed saying, just found out Jordan Lloyd played for Toronto in 2017 Summer League. Yeah, that was around when he probably became friends with different Raptors at that time. Let's see. Race Mode saying, I just Googled Jordan Lloyd. His story is interesting. He never played for the NBA until 1 year with us. Yep. And that's the only year he played in the NBA. And it probably will be the only year he ever plays in the NBA. Space Cadet saying, looks like Jakob doesn't want to stay unless we run it back. I've heard this rumor too. Listen, the rumor is saying that he doesn't want to play for a team that isn't ready to compete. Well, Jakob does not perceive our team the way that all these idiots do in Twitter universe and the experts and stuff like that. Jakob's on the inside. He knows what's going on from the inside. And what he's describing is what the Raptors are. So he's fully on track to come back, because he believes in our team. He's one of the people that very much believes in this core. He's going to believe in Fred. He's going to believe in Pascal. He's going to believe in OG because these are his friends and he knows who they are. And he understands basketball better than any of these knuckleheads on Twitter. So he can look at the team from the inside and say, this is a team that's ready to compete better than these knuckleheads who think we're not good enough. So when he said that, he means it. And he means us still. It doesn't exclude us, what his comment was, just so you know. Space Cadet. Does that make you feel better about it? Because when he says that, it doesn't mean that he doesn't want to be in Toronto. He means he wants to play for a team that's going to contend. And Toronto is actually one of those teams. Let's see. And he knows that. He knows that. Ahmed saying, well, did he guard Wemby? I don't think he did, but he did beat him. And that is something to say. He's an MVP over Wemby. That's a huge deal. Seriously. The hype and everything around Wemby coming into this, he did not win the French championship. Jordan Lloyd stopped him. Jordan Lloyd stopped him. Yak over Yak. Yak over the Yak. Yeah, it's Isaac saying that he's picking Yak over the yakety yak of like blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I think I clarified what Space Cadet's worried about there. Jakob perceives our team as a team that can contend. So it's not like he wants to leave because of that. Other people will say, "Oh, that sounds like he wants to leave because we know Toronto's not going to contend." Well, he knows that Toronto's going to contend, and he means Toronto when he says that. Mike Sampertl said we're close. We need a tweak or two and a mindset change or tactics. He said he just didn't know what they were exactly. Well, I'm sure he's very happy to see Nick leave and get Darko in. That is a change of tactics. That's a change of mindset. That is what he ordered up. Well, Masai and Bobby brought it to him already, hot and ready and fresh for him to serve it up to him. There you go. You want that, Jakob? Here you go. You're fired, Nick. Darko, welcome. Here you go, Jakob. Here's your fresh new mindset of how this team can be better with the talent it has. Jakob knows how good this team is. Listen, he was just on San Antonio. He's seen how bad the talent was, the level there. And the talent level on our team is much higher. And it's a very stark difference to him, I'm sure. And he loves Toronto. So, yeah, everybody who thinks that Jakob's statement recently is a sign that he's leaving, it's not true because he actually perceives our team as a contending team. And when he says that, he means us. And the other people will be like, well, Toronto's not a contending team. It's just them always slighting us and putting us down and not saying who we really are. It's really the ultimate gaslighting of the NBA. The Toronto Raptors get gaslighted by the NBA on a constant basis. Well, if you've ever been gaslighted by somebody in your real life, you got to just know the truth and not fall for their bullshit mirages and idiocy that try to make you feel like reality is different than what it is. That is the biggest thing everybody needs to remember in Raptors Nation. That the NBA media is gaslighting us and they'll make us feel like we're worse than we are. We are not as bad as they think we are down south. Seriously, we are not. Monique saying, W stream, Lex, all around. Keep at it always. Go Raptors. All right, let's do our Instagram check right now. Chris Boucher really milking the Montreal Grand Prix. He's really in like the society pictures of Montreal right now with all the superstars like PK Subban, Mitch Marner, Gordon Ramsay, everybody there on the catwalk. He's living that like spotlight life, that society life in Montreal right now. Chris, you go. And then I love the picture of him with Danny, of course, him and Danny Green there last weekend. Him and Chris is just on the catwalk getting his picture taken. I love it. Such good stuff. And he's wishing a happy birthday to Ben Mathurin. So I guess it's Ben's birthday also today, or maybe it was yesterday. I think it's Mathurin's birthday yesterday and Coloco's birthday today. Two Arizona Wildcats having their birthdays in a row. Thad Young, all the normal, usual stuff. Thaddeus Young Jr. and TJ getting a lot of shots up. And yeah, TJ's out there with the heavy ball. He's out in the yard with the heavy ball. He's got those kids working like Fred VanVleet. Ron Harper Jr. celebrating Juneteenth yesterday. I'm sorry I didn't mention it yesterday. Juneteenth, the celebration of the emancipation from slavery. Very important holiday. And so happy to see so many different people around the Raptors organization putting it on blast and celebrating Juneteenth, a very, very important day. Fred VanVleet has really cute Instagrams up right now. There's a picture of them at Baskin Robbins, and Sana's got her ice cream cup. And we see Fred Jr. in there laughing and smiling too. And there's even a cute little picture of Layla on Instagram from Fred's Instagram. This is the thing, y'all. We got to remember what's important here. When you're talking about Fred, it's family, it's winning, it's the good things and positive in life. He's such a good role model and such a good person. It's the slander of Fred this past season has just been so unnecessary and just wrong. Just wrong. There's a great picture of Fred fishing by a river just by himself. And the shirt says so many tears on it. And I just see who Fred is and knowing his story and who he's all about, man. He's just such a fighter. He just doesn't deserve the negativity that he gets from parts of the Raptors nation. Y'all need to fuck off if you're anti-Fred. Seriously, this dude is such a good dude. Go look at his Instagram. You can understand who he is. And I'm not sure if that's Norman. I don't think that is Norman Powell. It's another guy. He kind of looks like Norman, who's fishing with him in the river. No, that's not Norman Powell. But you see such cool family pictures of Fred and his kids from this past weekend. I'm sure Fred had such a good Father's Day with his 3 young children. Such good stuff. I love seeing this. We got Scott putting on blast Josh Christopher for his fashion sense. He's got these red gloves on with this white shirt and a black tie. And Josh Christopher is one of Scotty's best friends. And he's really like loving his fashion sense. Like he's putting him on blast. And then Scotty just posted this half an hour ago. He's got a happy birthday wish to Christian Coloco. I love seeing that team unity. between these guys. Scotty wishing a happy birthday to rookie Christian Coloco from last year. Love it, guys. I love that so much. All right. Yeah, I guess that's our Instagram check with the dudes right now. All kinds of good stuff happening with the Raptors over there. Love seeing it. All right. Let me see what else y'all are saying in the comments real quick. Cool Cat saying Raptors are gaslighted as a terrible team, but yet want all of our players. That's the epitome of gaslighting. If you're in a personal relationship, somebody's gaslighting you, you can figure this out, how this works, and see the mechanics of it and the how things or the NBA media treats the Raptors. It's the epitome of media gaslighting. What happens to the Raptors on a daily basis, from writers on ESPN, Sports Illustrated, TNT, people up here do it. Grange gaslights us. Doug Smith gaslights us. There's so many motherfuckers gaslighting us. Even our own fans are gaslighting their own team. So y'all just stop. Be more like the Raptor freaks. Be more positive, true, and real about who you are. Sure, be a little sarcastic little ass troll on Twitter and say your stupid ass shit. But if you really do love the team and be passionate, be a pure, true sense of yourself instead of some fucked up version of, oh, I do really love them. I just like trolling and talking shit about Fred. You miserable wretch. How do you live your life that way in such an unpure, fucked up way? Seriously. Fun guy saying, to be fair, NBA isn't lying, though. We aren't contending, but next year could be a big year that shows we merely took a step back last year and we actually are still in the mix in the East. Yeah. I mean, let me talk about this real quick. I think they are lying, though. I think that it's just this thing where they don't want to see how good we are, and they want to try and confuse us so we'll blow it up before we get good. And Masai understands how good we are, and that's why he's holding so fast, and everything's so complicated and tense right now, is because there's a lot of stress on us, because there's a lot of pressure around us to do things where we know that's not the right move, and we're being steadfast and strong in it. But that's the thing. They want to make us think that we're doing the wrong thing by holding it together and trying to continue with what we're doing. And then a whole bunch of our fans or people in the Raptors nation start chiming it, and they're like second guessing it, and they're not confident because certain authorities are telling us that. That's all bullshit. Listen, I've watched basketball a long, long, long time. We have a really good team. We have really good, talented players. In fact, this may be one of the most talented Raptors teams ever assembled in the history of our franchise. We could talk about the championship team. We could talk about the year after the championship team. This team is one of the top 5 most talented roster collections of players the Raptors have ever had in their history. I'm going to say that right now. And that's the thing. You don't blow that up just because somebody writes it on a piece of paper. That doesn't make it real. What makes it real is what happens on the court in the future and happens on the court in the results. And they can speculate all they want, just like I can speculate, well, I think we're going to win the championship next year. Well, one of us is going to be wrong. Both of us are going to be wrong. Maybe it'll be right in the middle of somewhere we are. And I think your next part, the middle part of what you're saying, Fun Guy, is more right. We could contend next year. We can't limit ourselves in our mind to thinking, oh, this next year is going to be a rebuild and a redevelopment year. No. What if Darko is really, really hitting it out of the park with our guys and connecting with them quickly, and they're buying in quickly, and we're getting success quickly? This shit can happen quickly. I think the word is quickly. And if we go get Emmanuel, that might be good for our team too. But I'm just saying, this all can happen quickly. And people don't realize that. It's already the work we've done with Nick the last 2 years of Scotty's first 2 years in the league has already meant something. It is building. It doesn't go away just because Nick went away. There's a lot of experience and stuff that has happened that will carry over without Nick and with Darko's new side of it and what he's going to do with it. So there's a lot of promise with us still. In fact, I commend Masai for being so steadfast about holding our core together. There's a lot of forces out there that don't want to see us do this. And when you see the right people upset about it and it happening, then we know we're doing the right thing. Seriously. The right people are upset that the Raptors are being stingy, not making moves. Well, then we are doing the right thing. Seriously. That's how I look at it. And the right people are upset about it. And the wrong people are not upset about it. And the people that aren't upset about it are people like us. So that's how it is. Nameless is saying ESPN knows we're much better than they're purporting. They're not stupid. They just pretend to be. Yeah, they just hope that perception becomes reality, and they're trying to set the perception. That's what it is. They try and set the perception, and they want to make it reality. Well, the reality will be what they do on the court and how well they play. And we have to see that. And Masai wants to know before he did all this work to build this roster together, before he scraps it, he wants to really make sure that it is the right, it could be the right mix still. And he won't know if he just gets rid of it this summer. He's got to give Darko a chance. David saying at Cool Cat, I know it's so silly year after year. Y'all are trash. By the way, can we have all your players and coaches? That's what gaslighting is. That is exactly what David just described. You guys are trash. Can we get OG, please? He's good. Well, wait, you said we're trash. It's like they want it the best of either situation on us, and they want to put us at a detriment either way. Whatever the situation is, they're trying to put us at a detriment. And that's why I'm trying to be that positive force in the middle of all this to keep a reality check on things for Raptors Nation. As far as this is the reality, we're a very good team. We have very good players, and people should be like feeling good about our team, not feeling bad about the decisions by the front office. Seriously, they should be feeling good about it. Name is saying they have to. They have to, though. It's the only way our dynamic will work. Yeah. Trevor's saying if those are the teams, if those are the teams, won't OG we want $275 million? Let's see if you really want them. Listen, they're going to have to come correct. The price is very high, and we set the prices. They don't. Nameless is saying they have to belittle us to create any sort of relevance for their market audience. They're certainly not going to elevate us above themselves, right? So they gaslight their own market. Yeah, the part of it is that some of the writers here in Toronto are very much like they're not totally for the Raptors being successful. Some of them deep down may be like, I want hockey to be more important and prominent in Canada society, and basketball is a threat. So in some ways, they're the gatekeepers themselves because they're in charge of the information that's put out by the NBA and the Toronto Raptors. So in some ways, they're gatekeeping basketball from being overcoming hockey as being a more popular sport in Canada. So that's part of it also. Michael Grange is one of those guys. He's under the directive of Rogers, who owns the baseball team, and their preference and their priority is the Blue Jays. And, a lot of the people that cover the Raptors on Sportsnet, they're not people that necessarily you should listen to completely just because the priorities of their channel is the baseball team. It really very much is. And in some ways, the Raptors are competing in the market for sports dollars with the Blue Jays. And so that's part of it right there. That's why they gaslight their own market. Fun guy saying, look, this was all true years ago, but we aren't always victims anymore. We were legitimately bad and deserved it last year. It's up to us to prove ourselves again and not be a playing trash team. I love everything Fun Guy's saying here. I agree. We are better. We're not victims. That's the one thing. We can be at a disadvantage. We could have it harder than other teams in the league, but we're badasses. We can go do it anyway. And I don't like victim mentality either. It's just the settings of how things are. And if it's not fair, it's not fair. Well, we rise up that much higher and get over it no matter what. And that's the way Masai looks at this. He knows it's not easy to be in charge of the Raptors, that there are some detriments, that it's not easy to get over. But he knows there's also advantages, and he's also using those too. And he likes the challenge. So I believe him. Seriously, Masai and I are the same brain. We want more Larry O'Briens in Toronto to really, really verify that we are a legitimate Eastern Conference force. And the one championship didn't do enough. We need to verify it by getting a second one. And I am totally with him on that. Name's saying they gaslight America and their stupid fan base believes it. Well, the American people are gaslighted on a regular basis by Fox News, by all kinds of media. CNN gaslights them. It's just the way of the world at this point. There's a really abusive relationships, all kinds of different things right now in society. And it sucks. It sucks. It's gross. And they just don't have any morals anymore. They don't have any idea what's right and wrong, and they will do anything to make an extra buck. It's disgusting at this point. Nameless is saying they're not fooling us over here, the real ones. They're only fooling themselves. Well, that's why we got to stay on the ground level and really listen to Masai, really listen to Bobby, listen to Fred, listen to Gary, listen to the real people that are involved in it all, the people who actually know what they're talking about because they're them, the people that are involved, and stop listening to the hearsay, the speculation, the conjecture that is made by somebody who's a hack just sitting at a computer. Well, I need something to write about. Well, I know Portland's really interested in Pascal. Well, let's talk about how the Raptors are probably going to trade Pascal. Well, do you know they want to trade Pascal? No, but I'm just going to write about how Portland wants him and that Toronto's likely to trade Pascal to Portland. Well, is that really actually true? Well, I can make it sound like it could possibly be true and not really have it like get in trouble for printing lies, because it's true that Portland does want Pascal, at least we know that, but we don't know if Toronto actually wants to trade him. Well, let's make it up. Just do it anyway, and it'll be out there, and maybe it'll be more likely to happen because you put it out there. That's kind of the thinking some of this is going on. This could be Portland people that really want Siakam, and they're overdoing it, just like Sacramento people with OG right now. They're going to try and figure out a way. Indiana, the same people. Memphis people want OG too. So there's a lot of different people out there making speculative noise and rumors that have nothing to them. It's what the guys have said in the last year. OG says all of this is bullshit. Nick said, like, when he was still our coach, Nick Nurse said that like 98% of it is so untrue and just noise and just useless. All the bullshit that we hear this time of year, 98% of it is untrue and never comes to fruition. So remember that when you're scrolling through Twitter, when you're seeing all the different NBA rumors about free agency and trades and the draft, remember that 98% of all the bullshit that is ever written about it never happens. And that is part of how you really got to factor into it. Let's see. Cool Cat saying our starting five is elite, top in the league. We just need a bench to relieve us to get rested. Yeah, the stats were true. When Jakob showed up on our team after the trade deadline, we had one of the best starting fives in the league all over. Statistically, these guys were just that good. The stats were really, really good with them. So why would we want to blow up that? Seriously, we need to improve the bench, and then we will be better overall. Mo's saying, good to see Matty D back at it doing interviews. All right, Matt Devlin has broken his foot this summer. He dropped 35 pounds in the weight room on his foot, and he really seriously messed his leg up. And he is kind of bedridden for the whole summer. He's not up and at it yet, Monique. He's going to be in a cast until like September because of this accident. And I'm glad to see that he's in good spirits. He's very active on social media right now. And, well, I might as well reveal it now. We're going to do the Saturday Share the Love Club for Matt Devlin because he is in a cast and he's in the bed for the summer. It's changed his whole summer. And if we just want to share some love for our great announcer for the Raptors, and we're going to do the Saturday Share the Love Club for Matt Devlin, because I feel like we can give him a little pick-me-up in spirit. And who knows, because he's laid out and has to sit around right now, maybe he'll actually watch it just like Jim Sand did. So let's get ready for a really nice Share the Love Club this Saturday for Matt Devlin. And think about all the things you really love about him. I have some really funny things I'm going to say about Matt Devlin on Saturday. But yeah, there you go, Monique. You made me reveal the Saturday Share the Love Club is for Matt Devlin this week. Just because I want to really give him a nice feeling for things that are happening with him in his life. I know it's unexpected to get an accident like that and totally change your summer plans. Mike's saying that's a bully's way. Find the guy it's easy to talk about and show people how much better and smarter you are than the others. Laughing my fucking ass off. Yeah. See, Mike's identifying this playbook as a bully's playbook. This whole idea of how the NBA media treats the Raptors. There you go. You know the mechanism, you know the reasoning, you know why it's happening. Then you can understand it, and then you can see it for what it is. And that's the most important thing, is we're educating here on understanding, well, this is the mechanism of what they're doing and why this is happening this way. We just got to go by what our front office does. And if there's real concrete news, like a Woj bomb or Shams bomb or a Michael Grange, Josh Lewenberg, whatever information comes out, then we know it's true. But everything else is just noise otherwise. Mike's saying life's not about that. It's about finding the truth in life and learning from it to grow and become better human beings. There you go, Mike. I love that. Very wise words from the logical Raptors fanatic. Monique's saying, I don't listen to Bob McCown, but Matty D was on it. Okay. That's good that he went on there as a guest. As I'm saying, he's in a bed. He's not able to get up and walk around. So I'm sure he can still do phone interviews with Bob McCown. I know he goes on that show from time to time. Mike saying growth and truth for the win, in my opinion. I like that, Mike. Cream Thomas is here. Good to see Cream Thomas. Spent most of my morning on various porn sites looking for Mariah Mills leak of her and Zion. No luck. Kareem Thomas spending his time wisely. Now I got to spend the rest of the day clearing my search history, or my wife will kill me. Ah, 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 that's a dunk. That's a dunk right there. Good stuff, Kareem. Oh, hilarious. All right, Mike saying truth isn't always being right, though. It means the honest pursuit of the truth and know that no one is 100% every time. No, this is true. The truth is different for everybody and because of perception. But people will talk about absolute truths. Sure, there are absolute truths, but there is a lot to say about perception of truth and what actual truth is in certain situations. And it is really a dangerous thing in today's world. They can rewrite history and forget about very convenient things that they don't want to talk about. And that's part of what the fight against critical race theory is going on right now. It's because they don't want people to know just how ugly American history is. And that's what I'm saying. They try and change the truth by rewriting history. So this is important. It's very, very important. It's in a weird way. The truth is there are no truths in some ways. It's a really weird kind of philosophical thing we're talking about here. But in some ways, there are absolute truths also. But there are not as many absolute truths in this world as people think, is what I'm saying. There's a lot of gray areas. And there's a lot of ways to look at one object or one thing and say it is a couple different things. Somebody could say something like the sky is blue. Well, some people may say, well, the sky is actually gray. Or maybe the sky is actually white. And it's true to that person because their eyesight makes them see it that way. So there's a lot of different perceptions that make up truth. And in some ways, it's the popular perception that wins out the actual truth. That's kind of a weird situation, eh? So perception can become reality if people popularly want to believe that perception is the truth. Whoa, we're on heavy stuff today. We got political this week. Well, now we're getting philosophical. That's for sure. Monique is saying, shout out to Michael Grange on his latest article. Okay, I'll let you do that. I'm not going to get on that with you, though. Name is saying, F hockey, bro. 90-minute game, still 0-0. Wake me up when it's done. Acoustic guitar and stuff saying, hello. Once again, hello to you, acoustic guitar and stuff. At 9:30 every morning, the Raptor Streak channel is live. And you can come in and get all your comments read every single time you say hello. Hello. Good to see you. Nameless is saying, when I watch basketball, I'm on a roller coaster the whole time. Hockey's like a merry-go-round. I can't disagree with this. This is the same reason why I can't watch soccer either. I'm not a fan of soccer or hockey in some ways, just because of what Nameless is talking about right now. I'm very much in the same boat. I like the action. I like the fast scoring. Now, my uncle, he says, I don't like basketball because they score too much. Well, it's too fast for him. And we feel like the other games are too slow. So I'm with it. Fun Guy saying, I just fucking love watching basketball, man, for your city and your country. That's right, Fun Guy, for your city, for your country. Toronto Raptors, world champions 2019. That's right. Thank you, Evelyn. That's right. Raptors, baby, represent your squad and stay true to them. Fun Guy holding it down in Mississauga in the 905. That's right. We are real ones here. Isaac Campbell saying, I heard the average ESPN viewer is a 6-year-old that still pees their pants. All right, Isaac, you really wanted that. You got it. You got it, Isaac Campbell. You wanted that. You're getting that. Yeah, we're getting some dunks in today. That's right. Isaac Campbell coming in. We just had the flashy dunk by Kareem Thomas with the porn search wipe it down real quick. But now we're getting Isaac Campbell said that rim was shaking a little bit after Kareem got up on it. And now he wants to get up on it real quick with it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I bet you're right. 6-year-old that pees his pants. That's the average ESPN viewer. And they're also a Laker fan probably too. Name was saying super sport. He's just dumping on hockey right now. Just think about what you need to play that stupid game. Well, it is a very expensive game. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't want to dump on hockey too much. I do prefer basketball, obviously. But, there's some things I really like about hockey also. I do like the Canadian kind of tradition of hockey. In some ways, that is important. And I'm not going to be totally anti-hockey because in some ways I'll turn people off that I don't need to. And I don't really hate hockey. I do very much prefer basketball, though. That's for sure. Fun Guy saying, laugh my ass off. No, hockey was lit when I was young and I had no cable, but hockey to watch, you like playing it. You like getting in the street, play some street hockey, some ice hockey, stuff like that. I get it. And to me, it is like really like I do get bored watching hockey. It's so back and forth and just like, I used to work the games and I really worked because I'm like, I don't want to watch I'm just gonna make the subs. Steve, you go what? I'm gonna make the subs. You can go watch it. I'll just work. That's how I treated Leaf games when I was working at the Air Canada Center back in the day. Name is saying, let's see, totally, totally agreed, fun guy. Then I grew up. Give me a real sport, please. Real sports on July the 15th, 3 p.m., y'all. Raptor Freak meet and greet. We're doing our annual meet and greet in the summer on July the 15th, 3 p.m. Real Sports Bar and Grill next to the Scotiabank Arena. I will wish that every single one of y'all can attend and come down there for our event that we just named 15th of July, 3 p.m. Real Sports. We'll be there, guys. Yeah, let's go. Cool Cat saying, yes, Toronto media are afraid of basketball taking over the Canadian sports landscape. Basketball and world football are cheaper sports for kids and families. It's so bad, Cool Cat. In some ways, like there's a lot of anti-basketball forces in Canada. In some communities, they have parks where there were basketball hoops, but they took them down because they're worried about basketball taking over so bad. I drive through Toronto and I see certain areas of town where they take the rims off of the hoops and they're sitting there. The court is there ready to be played. It's summertime. It's the time of the year where they could be out there, but they take the rims off on purpose to stop people from playing. I've gone to a Walmart just around the corner, Girard Square, and I've asked for a basketball, and they've had all the equipment for all the other sports. And they said, we don't have a basketball here right now. You don't have a single fucking basketball in your whole entire Walmart right now? Like, what the fuck is that? Seriously. So there's different weird, insidious ways that they can try and limit growth of the sport of basketball in certain ways. And you're exactly right. The status quo Canadian sports media wants hockey to stay top dog. And that's just the damn truth. It's just how it is. Nameless saying that's a dunk for Kareem. That's for sure a dunk. That's right. He got a dunk. He got a dunk. Of course he did. That was hilarious. What the fuck? It was great. Mariah Mills mentioned like that. Kareem, that was a Precious Achua cut the basket. I agree with Nameless right there. He got up high. It's almost like Kareem had it's kind of like with the joke. He was waist high, like up on the rim. He was like, oh, he's so high up. His waist is at the rim. Seriously, that's kind of what that was, what Kareem Thomas just did. I mean, he did not mess around. He came in strong. Fun guy saying, oh, that made me legit laugh out loud. But all right, my guy, nice stream. Off on a joyride with Mary Jane to get some jerk from my Tommy. Later on, bro, laughing my ass off. All right, cool. Fun guy. Have the best. Drive safely. And yeah, just enjoy yourself. It's a nice sunny Tuesday in the greater Toronto area. Elijah Hutchins is here. Good to see Raptor Freak Elijah Hutchins. Always good to see you, my friend. Can't stay long, but hope everyone is doing well. Heard we are playing hardball as we should. We are building the correct way, and I'm happy with that. Not going to lose a dime over 2 cents. Let's go, Raptors. I love that philosophy. And Elijah is on the same page with us. He understands the hardball of the Raptors front office is the best for our team. And he is not an idiot casual that thinks he's upset and whining and crying. Messiah needs to be fired because he won't deal all our guys away for nothing. That's right. Elijah's a real one. He knows what's up. He knows the score. That's right. Mike is saying going deep. I love it. Yeah, he was going deep on that Mariah Mills footage. I'm sure it's like, man, he's got to do a good disinfect rinse on his search history. The amount of Mariah Mills he had to look at, he's like really, really studying intently. I'm sure Kareem Thomas was. Yeah, get that cleared out quick. Let's see. Fun guy saying, just clarifying, Tummy, I'm not going to buy jerk to give to Tommy Duke and clear confusion. Okay. Whatever. Send him some jerk chicken to Victoria. Put it in the mail. I'd love to see that. Get a box. Just go to Rasta Pasta, dump it in there, and just mail it up to Tom. Send it on over the way it is. We'll see how it gets there, and we'll see Tom eat it. Like maybe he'll film it, like getting that jerk chicken from over here all the way out there. I wonder how long it would take and how good it would be by the time it got there. I don't know. That may be fun. Monique thinks I'm going on a Lexathon. No, I'm going to wrap up before 2 hours. Trevor's saying, why we listen to hockey and baseball analysts who do not play basketball but are trying to give your advice on basketball? Why would we do that? Yeah, Trevor's exactly right. Listen, they had hockey people covering the Raptors in the 90s when we had the franchise first start. It didn't work. They didn't sound right. Half of them didn't even know the terminology, and they sounded so stupid. As a knowledgeable NBA fan already, when the Raptors came in, well, it was so funny to watch the early sports media here in Toronto for the Raptors because these idiots didn't even understand the sport at the time, and they were the ones who were supposed to be covering it. It was hilarious. Honestly, I remember that time. Seriously, the TV broadcasts were hilarious. They had hockey people trying to cover basketball, and it was a joke. They had to get more basketball people covering hockey, covering basketball, not hockey people covering them. Fun guy saying, I haven't dribbled a ball since like COVID, like 3 years now. This is your best chance to beat me, Lex. All right. We might have to do that. I'm in good shape right now. I haven't shot around a little bit, but I get it back pretty quick. We still do need to have a game together somewhere downtown this summer. We'll figure that out for July also. But just right now, July 15th, Real Sports, 3 o'clock. Isaac saying, I put meshes up on all my local courts. Thank you, Isaac Campbell. See, Isaac's in Ottawa doing the good job there. And that's great. I mean, I'll take just a hoop. I understand they don't want to spend money on putting nets out there, but don't take the hoop down. That very much defeats the whole purpose of having that concrete on the ground with the lines and those posts there if you don't have a hoop up. And stop doing that, Toronto, city of Toronto, and places you're doing that. It's not good. Kareem saying, welcome back, Gary Trent, although you haven't left. Well, we still haven't heard anything, and that's good. Silence is good. As Greg put it on his piece yesterday, this is the sound of silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's great to see Gary Trent again. He's coming back to play for the Raptors. He always wanted to play in Toronto. You can go and kick rocks, Lakers Nation. He didn't want to play with you anyway. And that's okay because he's here with the Raptors. Yes. No, we got to get Greg to clip that. I'm sure he'll want to play that on Gubsound Clink because I did a little sound of silence there. All right, let's see. Iceman LeGervin's here. Good to see the Menace Police are in the house. The Good Old Boys Power Structure Network in Canada is seemingly anti-NBA in terms of being more popular than hockey. Baseball, too many black guys. Listen, this is true. Like there's a worry that basketball could become more popular than hockey. It is in Toronto in some ways already, but across the country, there are a lot of little kids that want to go and play ball. We're getting more and more Canadian basketball players, and it's good, but it is a threat to the old white hockey world of Canada. What is this basketball? Oh my gosh. It was invented by Dr. James Naismith, a Canadian. It's such a Canadian sport in a lot of ways. The first ever NBA game was played in Canada. There's so many ties that Toronto and the country of Canada have to the sport of basketball. It's a natural fit. It's not something that is like an invasive plant that you brought in that's not supposed to be here. Basketball has been here all along. And that, it's going to grow and flourish as a plant will in its own way in the garden also. So don't try and stymie the growth of basketball. You can't. Vince Carter made sure of that. And that championship in 2019 will have repercussions and a butterfly effect, just like Vince Carter did to make a young man from Kitchener named Jamal Murray step up and go get an NBA championship this year. Yeah, who's going to be the next Jamal Murray? How many young people right now are on their way to the NBA or the WNBA because the Raptors had a parade 4 years ago? That's what I'm saying. The effects of these things are not felt until like a decade or so or two later. And the Vince Carter effect is really in a full effect now with the emergence of Canada as a power in worldwide basketball. Well, let's just see what the effect is from our championship and our championship parade, because that will reverberate also in the decades to come, just like Vince. Watch. It's going to be very interesting to see how we grow with the game. That's right. W Stream, Mike, thank you. Check out Logical Raptors Fanatic every day, baby. Great stuff always. And Cool Cat saying Gary Trent Jr. announced. Awesome. What? He announced it already? Wait, let me see what's saying. I got to look because I got this. Let me see what he's saying. He hasn't said anything, guys. He hasn't said anything. Well, see, we're not rebuilding, so I'm not worried about Jakob Poeltl leaving. He said that. He has to decide today. He hasn't said anything. I don't see anything, Cool Cat. Do you have something for sure that you've seen? I don't know what he's saying. I do not know. All right, anyway, let's just keep going. All right, real quick. ESPN has their latest mock draft ratings, and they're saying from their latest intel, this is what they think is going to happen in the draft. They got Victor at number 1, of course. They finally got Scoot back up at number 3 for Portland. They got the Thompson twins in there. They got Jarace Walker. They got Taylor Hendricks, Anthony Black, Cam Whitmore. all these guys before us, Grady Dick at 11, Kobe Buffkin at 12 for Oklahoma City Thunder. And then they're saying we're going to take Jalen Hood Shafino. And they're saying that they like having somebody like Buffkin, Nick Smith, or Hood Shafino. The three guys I'm kind of about to put together with Scotty Barnes. Now, the thing is, the four guys at the top of my list are all drafted after this, including Jordan Hawkins. They have him listed at 14 with the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm going to tell you right now, Bobby Webster, if you have a choice between getting Jalen Hood Shafino and Jordan Hawkins, you better take that Husky from UConn. I'm going to tell you that right now. And even more so, at 15, they got Cason Wallace out of Kentucky, drafted by the Atlanta Hawks. Well, if Cason Wallace is available, I would take him over Jordan Hood Shafino also. Bilal Coulibaly for Utah Jazz at number 16 is what they're projecting here. Well, I would take Bilal over Jordan Hood Shafino also. And then look, there's my guy. There's whatchamacallit. They've got Keontae George at number 22 with the Brooklyn Nets. He could fall that far. We may take him. I've heard that the Raptors have already told Keontae if he's already available at 13, we're going to pick him. And then my guy that I really, really like, they've got Maxwell Lewis at 28 for Utah. Now, if they pick Maxwell Lewis out of Pepperdine at 13, I'm not going to be upset about it because they will have seen what I've seen in him. Leonard Miller, 27 for the Charlotte Hornets. That's what they're saying on ESPN this morning, their latest mock draft. All right, y'all, make sure you set up your WNBA Fantasy League today. They are games tonight. All right, let's just see the last couple ones you're saying here. Isaac Campbell saying breaking. Raptors running it back. I love it. Iceman like Gervin saying Gary Trent Jr. free agency opt-in out announcement date is June the 29th. It was moved back, and today is the day. It's moved back to the 29th. Well, okay, did they just push it back or something? I thought the deadline was today, and he has to do it by today. Okay, we'll have to see. Hockey is an expensive sport, was a barrier to some families to put their kids in. Now basketball and football are more appealing to more families. Yeah, that's a big part of it. You have to have a lot of equipment for hockey, and you have to be relatively well off to afford all that. And that really cuts out a lot of, lower income people. And in some ways, it's an elitist sport in some ways, very much like golf or tennis. Hockey is just because of the amount of equipment that is involved. And Cool Cat saying, no, Lex, I thought you announced with your singing. I was asking. No, I was just singing that song just to be funny, playing off of Greg's clip from yesterday because he was doing the sounds of silence. It's saying it was changed from the 15th to the 20th. Okay, Mike's kind of on top of this the best. I heard the deadline's today. Greg thinks the deadline's today. Mike thinks the deadline's today. If they have switched it to the 29th, I hate that, Iceman like Urban. We don't want to wait longer on this. Let's just make him let's just hear what he's saying. Hopefully he says he's opted in. Let's see. No update to the 29th yet. Okay, thanks, Mike. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching me today. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll be back tomorrow with a Wow Wednesday. We'll have to see what I'm wowing about. It may be about Gary Trent. Silence today. We may be very much talking about that more tomorrow. Now, if Iceman like Gervin's right that it's been extended to the 29th, I won't like that. That doesn't totally make complete sense, but hopefully that's not true. Hopefully we just get it done and it just happens that he's in and he's in the fold and there's no messing around with this. Where's Bilal slated? On the latest one, they've got him at 2 picks after us, which is insane. They've got him at 16, actually. He's 3 picks after us. They've got us picking Jalen Hood Shafino at 13, then Jordan Hawkins at 14, Cason Wallace at 15, and Bilal Coulibaly at 16. So you tell me. We'll see what the Raptors do. We'll be talking about it, especially on Thursday Think Tank Draft Day. We're definitely going to be talking about the draft on that day. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching me again today. I'll have the score for the trivia up. First game, we'll see who's in the first leader for the first game of the season this season in just a little while. I'll add it up and I'll post it in the comments of the stream. Remember, July 15th, 3 p.m. Mark your calendars. Real Sports Bar and Grill, the Raptor Freak 2023 meet and greet. We will give David Savorin his trivia championship, this Vince Carter bobblehead, on that date at that day. July 15th, 3 p.m. Real Sports. Make plans and have that ready for you to be there yourself. It's going to be a fun time. All right, y'all. Let's go Raptors.